loud for me too. We're all just gonna have to deal with it. We're all just gonna have to fucking cope. Oh my god, y'all, I need to try to get my husband to feed me a shrimp. Because I forgot to ask for him to feed me a shrimp. And I got in here, and then I realized I didn't change the title. And then, you get it? You understand. Everybody, welcome to America. If this flag offends you, I'll help you pack, okay? Hello, Luna. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dippy. Hello, Gidge. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Spadazzles. Hello, Sun. Hello, Gidge again. Hello, Earth Girl. Hello, Painting Polish. I got all the way up. And yeah, the screen broken does work with my aesthetic. I'm gonna try to hail Husbando. He might be working though. Can you make me a shrimp bun? I forgot to ask for shrimp. All right. We're gonna try. Shrimp the me. I'm gonna need my keeper to throw shrimp in my enclosure. Is the music still way too loud? Why though? I'm turning it down on the thing itself. No. Don't worry about that. Please nag me because it is fucking annoying. If you come in and my music's too loud, just like tell me my music's too loud. No, it's too loud for everybody. Is this better? Should I lower it? Do not be afraid to tell me yes. We can turn the music off. It can just be there. Okay. We can turn it completely off if we must. Everybody, how is your day? How is your freaking day? I'm gonna put on my fucking lipstick. My desk is very messy. My lipstick is off. I've had a frustrating day because I've just been frustrated today, and I had a moment on my Facebook that made me feel more frustrated. And nobody was wrong in this moment on Facebook, but me and somebody did disagree, and it was like it just really like fucking ruined my morning. You feel like you can barely hear me. Now that is strange. Maybe it's because of my fan. Maybe it's doing weird things to my body. No, maybe it's doing weird things to my noise level because the noise cancellation is weird. Thank you. I also got another one that just came today. Did I improve my I had it all. Okay, my mic is closer. Yeah, my mic was turned that way. It is such a fucking hassle, everybody. You don't know the pain of being a loud ass bitch, okay? No one knows how I suffer. Because I also forgot to put on fucking mascara, but whatever, I'm still beautiful. We're fine. I'm putting on lipstick because it's actually a lip gloss stain. I tried the new NYX lip gloss stain, and I didn't realize it was going to be one of those creamy lip glosses, but they're known for that butter gloss, and I hate their butter gloss. I hate it. I know a lot of people love it, or at least they tell, at least NYX wants me to think people love it, so I fucking hate it. Hello, Holly. Hello. Thank you. It's okay. Did I put on makeup just to watch a stream? I'll never tell. I see you there, Earth Girl. But you're beautiful even without your makeup on. I mean, so am I. But I just sometimes, here's the thing, is that when I go out into the world, I don't usually put makeup on. I only do it when I come here. Because I just want to see, it's for me. And yours is for you. Yours is for you. But yeah, like if I get too close to the microphone, I used to like cut out, and I found out I found out that that wasn't actually because I was getting too loud. It was because I was getting too shrieky, and my noise cancellation thought that I wasn't like, or that I was white noise, or I wasn't talking or something like that. No, thought I was white noise. It thought that I wasn't me talking. It thought I was something else. So like, it was just like, no, they don't need to hear that. That's your fan or some shit. So like, that's a thing, but it's still, when I talk too loud, it still kind of does this weird, some people don't notice it, I think, but it does this weird buzzy thing, and I don't like that either. It's not pleasant to listen to. But when I use a microphone that's like more for a loud voice, it like can't hear me when I like move my face away just a little bit. Danny, you're just here for a few minutes. You have a meeting in 20 minutes. Okay, well, I'm really happy to see you, Khaleesi. Selena. I was trying to call you Selena because Khaleesi is just your title. Is Husbando going to bring me a shrimp? Gidge, we might need to wait a week because I'm so sorry. I did this thing that might be ADHD and might be something else. I don't know. Might just be my winning personality where I'm like, I should tell Husbando about this thing. And then I'm like, not right now. And then I just put it off until I just don't tell him, even if it's nothing bad. I know, I'm so sorry. I feel really bad about it. But he's got to make the monies so I can be here with you. I do want mascara on, by the way. So you're going to have to sit through my mascara. And I am fucking blind. I'm fucking blind, so I can't see a damn thing you're saying. So mods, it's your time. It's your time out here. If someone comes in and somehow spams literal pictures of their dick like they did that one time, which was, honestly, I wasn't even mad, I was impressed. But that doesn't mean I wanted their dick pics on my stream. Yeah. If that happens, then it's time. It's time to ascend to your final form. I was trying to do this, stop poking my eye out. Hubs will probably be able to feed me a shrimp in a bit. So hopefully you'll be here for the rest of the day. Gidge. Okay. Put my face in the fan. Let it dry. Okay. Now we are allowed to be seen. You figured out Twitch from the phone, though. Excellent. Twitch is not that bad from the phone, in my humble opinion. Oh, you're on your phone. Well, I think we got through it. Nobody came in and spammed their dick pics, right? Pronouns she/dragon. Yes. Yes. Perfection. Okay. My video camera that records the video, it wasn't even sitting in its little duck holder like it was supposed to. It literally wasn't even. Sparron's dragon dick pic. You're a mod, Gidge. You're allowed to. You're just allowed to. Actually, you're not. But that's due to Twitch's guidelines, not mine. That's their problem. Hoping he comes for the shrimp. I'm hoping that. If I hear him outside the door, I'll be like, Husbando! I'm dying. I'm dying in my enclosure. I'm gonna like wipe up. I got a lot of like makeup residue from when I did my makeup 5 seconds ago. So we're gonna wipe that up. How was everybody's weeks? My week overall was pretty good. Pretty good overall. We did bingo, and bingo was really fun. There are so many good polishes. I feel like the last 2 months, PPU has really stepped up. The creators, that is, the people who run PPU, they're doing fine, I guess. Like, I don't know how to judge. I don't know how to judge how the PPU runners are doing. But the polishes have overall been really good. although we have a lot of like dupes within dupes within dupes, but here's the deal. Here's the real shit. There's only so many combinations that can happen. Most of these companies do 12 a year. There's only so many combinations that can happen. So, like, we're just gonna see dupes. It's just gonna happen. Wait. What are you talking about? Okay, yeah, this was yesterday on Danny's stream, so it was YouTube with your real name. I saw that. I did see you. And every time I saw your name, I was just like, it's Sun. You may have a problem with financial large bottle every day for like the past month. Whipped cream, it's bad. Whipped cream is good. You're sleepy, you have insomnia kinda. I am so sorry. I also have insomnia kinda. But I will say, for my case, my insomnia has gotten notably better. And here's the thing that we talk about in DBT. Everybody get your Fanaticure. Dippy Aggie made this Fanaticure Discord bingo card, and I have never felt so seen and so beloved in my entire life, I have to say. That might be untrue. I did get married once. Somebody bound themselves to me for the rest of their lives. So I felt pretty loved that day and every day consequently. But in regards to my online life, I felt so incredibly loved and so incredibly seen, and there was stuff on there that I'll show it, but there was stuff on there that I didn't, that I was like, oh, you thought of that. And it made me really happy. Really happy. Let's see. Like, you're exact. Danny, whipped cream is bad. Why is whipped cream bad? Whipped cream's actually not that bad. Doing alcohol is bad. No, I don't agree with any of that statement. It is bad when you're in a situation that causes you to over drink to cope with. That sucks, and I don't want anybody to be going through that. I love you all. I want you all to be so happy. But anyway, the DBT thing that I was talking about is that sometimes you're like, it's just not getting better, but it is getting better. So like, for a long time, I like couldn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. or didn't sleep at all. And recently I've been getting sleepy at about 1 a.m. and I go to bed. And that's pretty cool because 1 a.m. is like, it's kind of like an okay time to go to bed. It's like some people, that's their bedtime and they're like, they don't have insomnia, you know? So yeah, there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You're wearing your favorite dupe combination from your dupe out stream, River Styx, Shimmery Teal with Top of the Black Flaky. Yes, that makes total sense. More anxiety about the cats being woken up by the new cat who freaks you out at night. That sucks. At least it's not because the internet is down. It's because I'm too lazy to start a laptop for 30 minutes. Yeah, that makes sense. You think a new cat wants to kill you in the middle of the night. Sometimes you have to lock your cat out of your bedroom when you sleep, and it sucks. It sucks to have to lock your cat out of your bedroom when you sleep. But sometimes you do. And Neko Sensei, I have to walk out of the bedroom because Neko Sensei occasionally, and he's been so good about this recently, so much better about this recently, he will sometimes pee on things because he wants to. He's into that. Mostly clothes that are on the floor. And I'm not perfect about picking up my clothes, so sometimes I'm like asleep and I'm like, I can't let Neko in here because I can't pick up my clothes. And he is gonna be running around like going and like being crazy, and I won't know if he's peeing on something or not, and I will not be able to sleep. So it's like, you gotta leave, man. You gotta go. Mommy needs her sleep right now, and she cannot do that with you in here. I like marshmallow fluff. I understand not liking it, and it's not like I heard about this. There was this ice cream sundae at this restaurant my mom likes, and she was describing it, and she's like, it's so gross, and it has marshmallow fluff, and I'm like, that sounds delicious. So we went and I actually ordered it, and I did really love the sundae, but it did honestly have too much marshmallow fluff for me. I was like, okay, like, this in concept is delicious, but it needs like half the amount of marshmallow fluff that is in here. You're over creaming, man. You're over creaming. I'll make you over cream. That's what I'm best at. Whipped cream is amazing and it should be enjoyed daily by you and your loved ones, in your case, your cats. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, it is honestly actually just really not bad for you. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. And also, like, if you're like, well, I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, you are. You're an exception. You know, you're an exception to the rule. But overall, it's just actually not bad for you. It's mostly air, and then it's cream, which is really not that bad for you. And then, like, sometimes a little bit of sugar, which is not that bad for you in that amount. You go to bed at 10 p.m., you wake up between 2 and 5 and can't go back to sleep. That sucks. I have been there too. Yeah. That fucking blows. I hate that. That's like almost worse than not being able to go to sleep. Your bedroom doesn't have a door! Selena! This is no way for a Khaleesi to sleep. This is no way. Ice caps have marshmallow fluff on top. I don't know what iced caps are, but that sounds delicious. Oh man, a PB and fluff sandwich sounds good right now. I need to try that. Funny thing is, your doctor appointment today is with your sleep doctor. I hope that it goes really well. I hope he cures your issues. I know that that's not gonna happen, but I do hope for it. I fucking hope for it. I hope that for everybody. Everybody, get your issues cured. Get your issues cured immediately. That's an order. No, it's not. Yes, a fluffernutter sandwich. That is such an amazing, that, like, especially in porn terms, that's an amazing name. You're gonna fluffer and then you're gonna nutter. And that's if you refer to your penis as a her. You need tissues for your issues. Yes, it's true. It's true. When I was in New Orleans, we went to a restaurant and they had a PB and fluff sandwich topped with honey drizzle and pecans. It was amazing. I love it when they elevate some like little shitty snack. There is a restaurant at Disney World, and I don't know if it's still there, but it was called like the TV. It's like Flo's. No, maybe it is Flo, but like the TV diner or something, and like every table has a TV and it shows like classic, like I Love Lucy kind of shit on it, and like they like celebrate if you like join the Clean Your Plate Club. If you like finish all your food, they like announce it to everybody that you're in the Clean Your Plate Club. And they have this amazing, they did have at least like big old fucking s'more. Oh my god, it was like one of the best things I've ever had in my life. It's really good. I love it. I love a themed restaurant with like waiters that are actors. Like there is a place, and I know that there's not only one in Hollywood. I know that there's a few across the United States called Ed DeBevick's, and it's like a 50s diner and everybody has a character. And then they like get up and dance to certain songs. It's really fun. There's also, I've never been there, but I know there's like Dick's Last Resort. And one of my friends who I used to work with on the Jungle Cruise just became a dick at Dick's Last Resort, and he's really happy. And I was so happy for him too, because like he's been working in Disney World for a long time now in food service, and they recently like really fucked him over, and so he was really sad about it. And then he auditioned for Dick's and he became a dick. Yeah, also it's a very, very wonderful, surprising man. We weren't very close when we were at Jungle, but we are Facebook friends, and through the last several years I've gotten to see the person he's become, and I just think he's just so wonderful. So shout out to that guy on my Facebook. You've been to Ed DeBevick's and to Dick's Last Resort. Next time I go to Vegas, I'll go to Dick's Last Resort. Cause yeah, I do love a little abuse from my waiter. Probably a fun job. I have no interest in being insulted by your wait staff. Valid. My sister will literally die if there is an audience participation element to a thing she's going to. She hates it. And my sister has been in performing arts, but she hates it so much. I also had the funniest conversation with my sister the other day. She was like, you know how when you give a little kid, like my sister's always had like very strict food restrictions. There's not a huge amount of them, but just like they're very strict. Like she has a lot of issues with like fruit and stuff and does not like tomatoes at all. And she was like, you know, when you give a kid a piece of food that they don't like, and they start like gagging and choking and like spitting it out, and you're like, you're not dying, you just don't like it, just like, it's okay, you're not gonna die. She's like, if someone like offered me $5 million to eat a cherry tomato, I don't know if I could. And if I had to eat one, I would act like that child, and people would be like, you're not dying, and she'd be like, I don't know if you're right about that. And I'm like, that's so valid. That's so valid, my beautiful sister. You saw an ad somewhere recently, maybe in Chicago. Yeah, I think they have a few around. I went there. I remember when I was a kid, if we had like a choice of like birthday or special day thing, I occasionally would be like, can we go to Ed DeBevick's? But the closest one I think is in Hollywood, and we were always living in Orange County, and so Hollywood's like an hour away in good traffic, so we didn't usually go there. It wasn't usually at the top of the list. I think it probably was more like if we went to something in Hollywood, which was like a treat on its own, if we went to the Hollywood Bowl, if we went somewhere like that, like then sometimes as the extra special treat on top of that treat, we would go to Ed DeBevick's for dinner. So yeah. You think Milwaukee when it's closed? It's so sad. This is the one you went to. I had no idea it opened more because this is like in the late 80s. Yeah, I thought that Ed DeBevick's was just one place, I thought, is what it was. But no. First one was in Chicago, in virtual Chicago. Oh wow, did somebody ban this wheel person? Like, it's like, you are very fat. And I'm like, oh my God, what? Holy shit, stop the fucking presses. Oh my goodness. But if you didn't, did somebody ban them? Let's all ban them if they aren't banned yet. They probably did. Did you ban them? I can't see their thing anymore. So probably. I just want to make sure they're gone. Yay, Danny, thank you. Thank you. Not that they were wrong. This person came in and spoke the truth, okay? And that takes bravery. No, this was not brave. This is just somebody who's just like an asswipe. But yeah, they did speak the truth. Unfortunately, they're preaching to the choir, the fat ass choir. Okay. Why am I screen sharing? Where's my damn overhead? Dude, I killed him on sight. It is like, I don't think it's a fancy restaurant, but it probably, the price I'm sure, it's like a diner. It's diner food. But the price I'm sure reflects the fact that the staff is like specially trained actors. Like, I'm sure they don't get paid enough, but they probably get paid more than other wait staff at other restaurants. This fucking is all I can say. This fucking. Is my camera all good? Like, I'm considering just turning this lamp off because if I turn it away, how much darker is it? We have this one here. This perhaps will do its work for it. This lamp does this thing where it does this weird strobe shit. I need a new lamp. Its sister over here that, like, they came in the same set is fine. This one, it turns on and it's okay. And then in like 3 minutes, it starts like flickering. And then in like 20 minutes, it's like going full tilt. And then in like 30 minutes, it's done. Wait, what's your number? What's your... Very good. Well, yeah, you're describing me. How dare. Exactly. Overpriced diner. Exactly, son. Like, overpriced for what the food is, but it's an experience. You're basically seeing a show. And then you should probably tip your waiters more than normal because you're a nice person and went to the special restaurant for the special show. They should probably pay their waiters more too, though. You know, like, it should be included, but we shouldn't have to tip. The people you're meeting just arrived. Okay, have a good time, hopefully. Hello, Polished Mess. Hello. We were still in high school, but she was older and in college. So it is good they didn't pick that for us. Wait. And they called your friend's sister sex kitten the whole time. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that, like, usually, big asterisk, usually, waiters and performers like that will not, they know. They're like, that looks suspicious. This one doesn't look fully baked. And they move on. They don't say that to you. The food was good in the 80s, yeah. Everything's shittier now. Even if they try to do exactly what they did, it's gonna be shittier now because everything's shittier now. Who was I talking to? I was talking to some people. We were like, everything's shittier now. And they were like, really? And we were like, yeah. Yes. All right, everybody. I got my polish pickup. I got the polish pickup right here. Its name is Paul Revere. This is the polish pickup. Let me adjust my camera exposure so that perhaps we can, do you want brightness or just exposure? Will shutter speed help? Shutter speed will definitely make it, ooh. That's nice and pretty accurate, actually. So this is nice. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're having a good time. I'm not going to look in that direction. It's offering some ambient light, but when I look in that direction, it makes me have a seizure. I don't actually have epilepsy, but it's very close. Let me see if y'all regret not getting the Equestria one. You know, I have so many toppers like this. I fucking never wear them, but at the same time, most of them are Orleys. At the same fucking time, most of them are Orleys, so it's good to have a new one. By the way, finally have some fucking restoration drops. Me and KB Shimmer may have our differences, and I may dislike the woman who runs it, but she do make a good thinner. She do make a good thinner, though. And she's not, like, literally a fascist, I don't think, so that's cool. That is cool. All right, but we have Grandpa's Poison, which is a combination of Grandpa's Garden and Poison Garden, two really wonderful polishes that were both in my favorite greens. These were both in my favorite greens. And so I'm super excited. Speaking of, let's get Grandpa's Garden. Let's get Grandpa's Garden out. Grandpa, where are you, Grandfather? Where is Grandpa's Garden? I swear to God, I just had it. Like, I feel like every time I look in this drawer, it's just like immediately there. Oh. I put it in the round drawer instead of the square drawer. But you got your invited also, and it's so bright and funny. Yes, it looks so cute. Like, I was not as, like, I remember I saw, like, a little picture of it, and I thought it was pinker. I thought that these flakes were pinker. And then, like, I saw it in the thing, and I was like, I don't like it as much as I did. And then I bought it anyway, and I'm looking at it, and I'm so glad I bought it. I'm so glad I bought it. It's so cute. All right. Grandpa's Garden dried the fuck out, and I've been wanting to wear it again, but it's so fucking dried out. And I was like, what can I do about this? So first off, I'm gonna get some wipies. Oh my God, my acetone is fucking downstairs. I just remembered. I brought my acetone downstairs so that Husbando could try to use it to get super glue off. I don't think that worked. My mom lied to me. She was always like, if you ever get super glue stuck, like stuck to super glue, you can use nail polish remover. And I think she was wrong. How dare she? But I tried it out. and it didn't work. But the damage is done because now my pure acetone bottle is downstairs. I have like a massive one. I have a Beauty Secrets right here. So I'm gonna use that. I realized that right next to my one of my game stores I frequent is a beauty wholesaler open to the public. So gonna have to someday that I have like the spoons to go like actually like see what they got, because like, you know, you walk into those stores and it's just like, oh my god, like I didn't come in here for anything. I didn't like come in here with an idea of what I was gonna get, and I am so overwhelmed right now. Like, I don't know. And usually I'll just walk around like, what? And like sometimes I'll just like resign myself to the idea that I'm gonna come back later, and then I'll know what I want then. All right, we're gonna add like 10 drops or so to this. Sometimes if your nail polish is really dry, I find it's helpful. Like, of course, like shaking it is great, but like you can just pour the thinner in and just like let it permeate over time. That's fine too. You know how you could do stairs? I've been cleaning all morning and you would die if you had stairs. Did you just like bring that up out of nowhere? Stairs are just, they're just carefully breezy. Consider has hexane in it, so you only use it for preens. That's why I get, that's like legit why I get KB Shimmer, because it does not. It's only butyl acetate and ethyl acetate. That's all it is. That is why I will only buy this one. I will also buy the Glisten and Glow one, but I have to say, as much as I love Glisten and Glow and would love to only buy theirs, their bottles aren't very good. Their bottles just aren't very good, and they don't usually have them in PPU. So that's the problem. That is the problem with theirs. But KB Shimmer, you can rest assured it will not ruin your glitters. It will not. I did not ruin her glitters. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. You like my The Room reference? We should watch The Room sometime. There was also another movie I was thinking that we should watch. Oh, one of the movies I was thinking we should watch. So tonight, 5 p.m. PST, we're watching, hello, Jadoob. We're watching Moon. It was good too. Did you read? Because like I feel like I don't trust it. But yeah, as long as it doesn't have heptane in it, it should be fine. It's starting to merge. I'm just doing this because it feels satisfying. I don't know if I would survive watching The Room a second time. Here's the thing about The Room. I often go like, yeah, let's watch The Room, it'd be fun. And then when the first sex scene starts and you're like, okay, I just gotta get through this. You just gotta get through this, and then we can move on. And then the second sex scene starts, and it's like, I forgot. I forgot. It didn't eat your glitters. Excellent, excellent. So much with SOAS. I love when, I mean, by love, I mean I do not love at all. The one problem I have with The Room and watching The Room is it's really fun to watch a funny, bad movie when A, it feels like everybody there was like having a good time, or at least B, it feels like everybody there was not being exploited. I do know that woman was like not happy with how those scenes went down. So like, and that's the reason that the sex scene is like the same exact sex scene. Like all the shots are like, everything's basically the same, is because she refused to film it again, but he like needed a second sex scene. So like, that's my one ick about The Room is just that like, I know that those scenes didn't go down the way this should have gone down. But yeah, I do like, though, the angle that makes it look like he's fucking her belly button, which is most of the angle. Which is most of it. You're already the doctor, so wish you luck. Good luck. And I absolutely hope you don't get struck by a train. I didn't know that that was a thing that was likely to happen. But please do not get hit by a train. Hello, cats. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, I should let Grandpa's garden, like, just linger for a bit. Hello, Allie, everybody. If you want there to be a nail polish convention on the West Coast, you should donate to the Indiegogo, and you should consider it donating, because things are in flux right now. But Allie is like being such a fucking rock star, setting all this shit up. It's amazing. I have given $25. I am a wrangler for this convention, and you're gonna get some like cool stuff in the mail, and then there will be a convention eventually. It'll be really amazing. It'll be really freaking amazing. Okay, I think that this should go. I think this should be good. I think you should be able to do this here. Yes, and I think that, so Indiegogo, the cool thing is that we have a goal for, like, I mean, I say we, but it's Allie, but it's, I help. We have a goal for the venue. I help, and unless, like, I get stuck by a train, I'll be there. It's in Napa. Napa is one of my absolute favorite places to go. If you go, like, maybe we go wine tasting, you know, no promises, but maybe we do. Maybe I take the world's largest amount of ibuprofen so I can drink wine, and we go wine tasting. Or I think the wine might be coming to us too. I do plan on being drunk and having massive migraines the whole time. So it'll be good. The fucking bingo card. I never turn it off. Anyway, go become a frickin' partner, a wrangler, whatever you can swing. Please help us make this happen. Last time I went to PBE, I got COVID, and they didn't even give me my goodie bags I paid for. And if you didn't know that, that's the reason I don't like KB Shimmer. Is because the person who owns it runs the convention, and it was her call. But she did refund me the money when I made a big enough stink about it. So, and told her she should be ashamed of herself in those exact words. Yeah, if you're from Canada or out of the country, don't come unless Trump is out of office, and it is known that it is safe to come. Please don't. I just don't want you to. I don't want you to. Do not do it. But yeah, Allie, did you not know about the PBE situation and why I am not rushing to go again? Yeah, it's not even like, I mean, okay, like, valid, you're non-binary, you don't want to be there. But, like, they will just detain anybody for any fucking reason. Yeah, in case you want to know, if y'all don't know, I drove from California. I made a silly decision to do fun stuff on the way. I should have done it on the way back because we got COVID when we got home. Like, you know, it would be a super bummer, but like it would have been preferable. I got there, went out, had fun with friends on Friday night. Saturday, in the morning, realized I was not feeling good. And I took COVID extremely seriously. Like, you know, we didn't go the year before because it was like, no. And then this time we were like, okay, vaccines were cool, whatever. And so like I ran to Target, did curbside pickup, saw Hillary on the way back, and she was like, hey, and I was like, hey, I love you, but I don't feel good. Please stay away. And so she did, and I have not hugged Hillary since. She came and visited me out here. Very sad. But anyway, then I went into my room, tested positive for COVID. And I was like, fuck it. I can't go. I can't go. And people were telling me, some of my friends were telling me, just put on a mask and go. And two things, fuck no. A, number one, fuck no. B, number two, bold of you to assume I won't pass out in the elevator downstairs, you know? Bold of you to fucking assume I didn't have a literally deadly disease at that moment, because I did. And it felt like it. And it felt like, thank you. I feel so valid about it. And like, not to like toot my own horn, but everybody was tooting my horn about how selfless it was. I didn't go and whatever. And I was like, yes, thank you. I know, I'm the best, right? But no, like it did make me feel so much better that everybody was so like, was so grateful. And like, I felt blessed that it was me that did it. And then I messaged, I was talking to like some of my nail polish creator friends who were there, who were vendors. And like, they were like, oh, I'll help you like get your stuff, whatever. And so I messaged Christy, who runs KB Shimmer. And I was like, hey, like I caught COVID and I'm not gonna go to the thing. Can I send a friend down to pick up like my $35, I paid for the $35 ticket, you get a goodie bag. And they had a really strict rule that you have to come pick it up yourself. You have to. And in many ways I understand this. This is to stop people from like buying the ticket, staying at home, and then like sending their friend who's already gonna be there. I need to like leave or go to PPE. If you need to leave, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, school is locked down. Oh my God, Allie, everybody's prayers go with God. God be with ye. If you believe in that stuff. Everybody, yeah, holy shit. Go do the thing that you need to do. I will continue with my story and keep the troops keep the morale up with the troops. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sending absolute positive vibes. Let us know that everything is safe when you know everything is safe. And we're all thinking about you. Yeah, I got COVID this one time. It's not very important. Yes, Pesto Crimes, I love your name. Yeah, and hello. That was amazing. Anyway, so point is that I was like, hey, can I do this thing? And she was like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, what if I send somebody you know? And she was like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, really? Because I don't want to like give people at the thing COVID. And she was like, yeah, that's the rule. And so like I was really, really upset. And like first, like we thought about sending Hubs down, but then we didn't because he also had COVID. And like she was like, well, you can pick it up outside of the convention. You don't have to go into the convention. But it was in a hallway. And I also would have to go all the way through the hotel. And I was in the hotel block. I was there, Gandalf. Yeah. I would have had to expose every single person I came across to, I mean, I was masked, but to COVID. And I was like, I can't do that. So like, anyway, I was like freaking out, and I was not, I needed DBT at this moment. I didn't have DBT. I needed DBT. I was right to be really mad. And I was not necessarily dealing with it in an effective way. I was freaking out. I posted a video that I do kind of regret now posting. I could have made a better one when I got home, and when I wasn't so emotional. But at the time, I was like, this hotel room, sorry that we're having like an hour-long tangent time. This hotel room didn't even have like a sofa. I didn't fit in the chair that there was. There were two little like poofball blocks, and then there was a bed, and then there was workout equipment, and then there were things all over the walls that were like motivational stuff. I hated it. And like the thing is, I wouldn't have noticed this. This was only a hotel room for you to stay in when you weren't at the convention center. Like it was attached to the convention center. And so like it was just there for that. But when you literally can't do anything else, and I was watching people stream the convention and whatever, all that I wanted was to have my little bag of goodies so I could sit in the hotel room and paint my nails. Okay, no worries, Allie, no worries. I'm glad, we are just so relieved everybody's safe. So yeah, absolutely no fucking worries. You know, worry us every time if it's just gonna be safe. But yeah, so like, I just want to sit in my hotel room with my bag of goodies and be safe and have everybody else be safe. And Christy from KB Shimmer was like, no, actually you have to risk giving people COVID. And you can't send somebody else. And it was just like, what the fuck? And everybody was like, what the fuck? And literal people around her were telling her like, why are you doing this? And she's like, rules are rules, which is why I always say KB Shimmer runs a tight ship, but it is too fucking tight. Sometimes you gotta loosen the ship. Batten down those hatches or whatever. That's actually tightening up a ship. Batten up them hatches. I learned that when I was learning about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Anyway, point is that, yeah, that happened. And then finally at the end of it, because I do not know, she made a mistake. She made a mistake. And and that's why we do the PSL voice, because we were so fucking mad. We were so fucking mad that we like wanted to take it out on her in some way or another. And she writes these long ass things, and we were just like, if we have to read this, we're gonna read it like a fucking bitch, okay? Like, yeah, you know, and like, honestly, it's not that I'm like over it, but like, the thing is, I did send her a message being like, I was sick with COVID. Oh my God, when I meet your husband, I am gonna sit there. I'm gonna sit there and let him, I wanted to call your husband daddy, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what that would do for you two. But I mean it in a platonic way. I want him to teach me about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Professor Allie's husband. There we go. Let Professor Allie's husband tell me about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Because of the song fucking kicks ass. I need to put this on my playlist so I know it better. But anyway, I don't think so, but there is so much more to know. That's a thing, Jadoob. As kick-ass as the song is, there's even more to know. It's so fucking metal. It's so fucking metal, okay? Fascinating times. Lake Superior, fucking fascinating. Everybody mark down on your me bingo card, historical tragedies / Titanic. Because we're talking about it now. Anyway, so yeah, I wrote her a thing saying like, you know, basically like, hey, I came out here, I did the right thing, and you asked me to come infect people at this convention with COVID, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And then you sold my bag. She sold my bag. Like, not like, she wasn't like, this is Stephanie's bag, I will sell it. But if you don't pick up your bag, she like sells them or auctions them off. So actually Danny and Christy, no, her name's not Christy. Her name is, what's her name, Danny? I feel so bad that I can't remember her name off the top of my head. They bought me, Krista, yes. They bought me 2 bags because I bought Hubs and I 2 tickets with 2 bags. They bought me 2 bags, published bibliophile. They came up and they like, living for this historical moment. I've heard tidbits in the past year. Oh, of this story? Fantastic. Hello, Bugcat. You might have missed the answer to your question. Or I might have probably didn't answer it because I just haven't been, is she anti-vax? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But she didn't require masks or proof of vaccination the year before when she shoulda. So if she's not anti-vax, she is vax-lax, I will say. I do have to say. Yeah, exactly. Y'all, you know I am not the kind of person to spread hate about people, especially if I can't prove it. Especially, and if they're trying, like, when it comes to small businesses, I'm kind of like, people got to, yes, you do. I'm gonna put on nail polish soon, I promise. But I didn't have a lot of plans for today, so I'm fine just swatching these and maybe put on something, some little stamp or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. I'm not trying to cancel anybody. I wasn't even trying to cancel her back when this happened, because, like, you know, I do think she runs a good business. Hi, Shep. Get on me before I start doing my nails. Okay, you gotta do it fast. Come on, baby. You gotta do it fast. You gotta come get your lovin' right now. Come on. I know there's a big fan there, and it's not usually there, and it's very upsetting. Right? Yeah. You're reasonably vax wisely. The thing is, wait, did anyone else see the anti-vax shot they took on the pit? So delicious. Oh, okay. No, I didn't, but I'm glad to hear it. That's the thing about vaxing and vaxing responsibly, is that, like, there are some people who will get hurt by vaccines that have allergic reactions. Shepard, if you're gonna sit on me, I gotta whore you out. Thank you for understanding. Anyway, point is that there are people who are too young, too old, too allergic to get vaccines, and that's why it's so important we all get vaccinated, right, Shepard? So that the few people who cannot get vaccinated don't gotta, and we get the herd immunity. But the herd immunity doesn't work if you don't immunize the herd, you know, you get it. Yes, I think it's very good. I actually need to re-up my vaccine, especially since it was not COVID, but I did get sick at the last Priest show. So we gotta get one. We gotta get our flu shot and our COVID shot before the next Priest show, so I'm not sick for 2 months after I see my beloved Mercury. I have my whole outfit. I don't know if y'all saw, but I have a priest. I'm usually wearing something right here, choker. I have a priest collar now. Yeah, exactly. Medical exemption is fine. No Wiley hotter now than 20 years ago. I don't even know who that is. You probably tell me. So anyway, when I sent her that letter, she refunded me. So this is back to KB Shimmer. When I sent her that letter saying she should be ashamed of herself, she sent me, she refunded my entire ticket, and she apologized. And like, she did hold to her guns that I could have come down. What short nails say? Okay, no, she did like double down on like, you could have come, which again, even if I wasn't highly contagious, I was so sick. And I'm already disabled, and I didn't have my walker at the time. Hello, love me some Sparkle. Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, I didn't have my walker. I was disabled. I couldn't have, probably. I probably couldn't have. You know, I had COVID, a deadly disease. So anyway, that is why we do the PSL voice, because that is what, and that is also, yeah, exactly, Gidge, like, if you can't get your yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. I'm like saying yes and then trying to figure out what you're actually saying. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. I was so disappointed. And then when I posted about it, people were like, I was gonna fly in from Singapore, and I'm not going to anymore next year, because like, what if some of this shit happens to me? Not canceled, just PSL'd. Exactly. Could she not have fucking handed it to Danny? Could she not have fucking handed it to Jill, who did try to get it for me? Could she not have? You know, good for you, Selena. That's the only time I've had COVID. Dodged it. Oh my God. Danny and her lovely husband brought me flowers, and her husband went to a Kinko's Copies to print out the first time meme, the guy getting hanged and it says first time, to hand me a physical meme. Oh my goodness. And sadly, everybody else was okay, but Sun got really sick with COVID. I met Sunburnt Galaxy. It was so lovely. And Sun got sick with COVID. Yeah. Well, you got kids, Allie. Fuck. I'm sure it's really hard to not get it when you have kids. You got out to some dirty places. You don't know how to avoid it. No kids. They're not sneezing in your face. She should have said, hey, thanks for not coming down and giving everyone COVID right from the get-go and refunded you. I get being strict with the tickets and all of that, but she's being an idiot. I agree. And if I was not physically in the hotel block that they reserved, you know, if I wasn't physically there, I would also get it. If I had caught COVID in California and not left, and she said, no, I can't have your friend get it, completely, I wouldn't have even asked. I would not have even asked. I would never have expected anything. I wouldn't have asked for a refund. I would have just chalked it up. I would have just chalked it up. I would have just been like, it is what it is, you know? But like, yeah, it was inexcusable. I told her that and she refunded me. So like, I would say overall we're cool, and I've never had I don't like their top coat, but I don't think that's a design flaw. I just think it's a thick ass top coat, and it's just not as good as Glisten and Glow. But like, I don't know, sometimes you don't swim as fast as Michael Phelps because you don't smoke enough weed, you know? Like, sometimes you're just not as good. So like, I wasn't about to like tell everybody to not ever buy from KB Shimmer again, but I was about to make fun of her. I'm sure she was. Like, y'all, I do not like, I love giving people the benefit of the doubt. There's so few people I won't give the benefit of the doubt to. You basically got to prove you're beyond redemption or have a very standard pattern of behavior, you know? Like, sometimes it's like, give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, they've done this a million times? The same damn thing? A million times? No. I don't have any doubt, so they're not getting the benefit of it. But, sometimes, I just, she did give me a refund. I would have loved to, but I was unfortunately sick with COVID. But no, that would have been great. I would have loved that. Yeah, I do think that there would have been, I think if I had offered to send Danny with our IDs, she might have let her do it. But I don't know. It's all in the past now. And for every cloud there is a silver lining. The PSL voice is so fucking funny, guys. If I have to suffer for us to have a really good joke, well, so be it. I'm Christ on the cross. I died for your PSL joke. No, but I did have bullshit happen for your PSL joke. Okay, anyway, we love Glisten and Glow in this house. So I'm gonna put Equestria Explosion because I keep forgetting to turn it off. I swear to God. Thank you for listening to my turn off the bot timer. The PSL voice is really good. Exactly. I'm literally like Jesus. I am gonna do so little on my nails today because I just want to chat. And by the way, I'm just gonna announce, you're welcome. You're welcome for my pain and suffering. Sometimes I do pain and suffering for fun. Sometimes I do, you know? But that time, I was too sick to be doing pain and suffering for fun. However, open link and move Discord over here so people don't see my private conversations. This is what Dippy Aggie made. Consent is key. So true. So true. This is what Dippy Aggie made, and it's so fucking funny, and I love it so much. They made a Fanatic Here Discord bingo, and I want to read through these. So, how do we play the bingo? Please explain to me, Dippy, how the bingo is played. Saw my Lisa Frank Orly collabs. Lisa Frank is evil too. You're so right. I have 2 Lisa Frank Orly collabs. Wow, you slammed through that. I don't know if you heard it, but Shepard, we have a cat door actually into this room. We have cat doors to a few of the rooms in our houses that lock 4 ways. So if, like, say the cats, like, our bedroom locks going in. So if a cat is in there, they can hang in there, but they don't go in and out and cause a ruckus at night. Lisa Frank stole from people. She was also just a huge fucking bitch. I don't know all the details, but you're gonna give yourself a little treat after you get bingo. I love it. Anyway, so Shepard, come on. I know you're angry. You just want love. All right, per ugly, be kind to yourself. We do love bees and being kind to yourself. Just vibing, keeping it tight, you know. Caffeine of choice. I haven't had my, can you believe I'm like this and I haven't even had my energy drink? I did have my methamphetamine today. my ADHD med. Caffeine of choice. OTP waifu husbando. Yes, that's it. High contrast, love it. Neon party. I actually, oh my god, it's Plants here. I got the blacklight Swedish fish. I was thinking of doing a blacklight Swedish fish Manny today. Hey, I got the blacklight Swedish fish. I ate one. I will probably do blacklight Swedish fish nail art sometime soon. I just need, you came just in time. I literally just said, is Plants here? Is Plants here? And you were here. It was crazy. It was good. Tasted like a Swedish fish. I have another bag. But today was like, I was really flustered today. I was really like, I was going crazy. And I was really late as well. So like, I wanted to make sure that I have my Candyland stamping plate that I think has Swedish fish on it. Can I, hello? What the fuck's wrong with you? Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Anyway, randomly generated color palette. We need to do that challenge. Over the top, always. Bought it for the name, always. Skull-image.png. Titanic / historical disasters. In love with the fact that that's something that people relate to me. Don't know how they wouldn't, because I talk about them all the time. Fanati 77 Chaos. That just makes me laugh so much. Fancy Lady Tea Party. I sent this to my friends who we do Fancy Lady Tea Parties with, and I was like, oh my god, y'all. You made it onto the bingo card. Based on a movie night movie, always. Y'all need DBT. Everyone needs DBT. The world. Yesterday in DBT, this one other person in my group was like, DBT for everyone. And I was like, yes, queen. Speak the truth. Furby's 90s toys. Always. You're a Furby's 90s toy. No, you're not. Mwah. Horny Devil, always. Pink, 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 always. Glowy, wowy, always. Also, speaking of the Swedish fish. Favorite PPU bingo square. We all got a favorite. What's everybody's favorite PPU bingo square? Mine is probably Go Girl Give Us Nothing. I think it's really funny. Blurple is a color. It fucking is. Indigo's also a color, just not the color y'all think it is. I mean, y'all, you generally do. Y'all are generally right, because you agree with me. Mushroom and fungi, love it. I love how mushroom based and fungi based our group has become. Loving it. Pride, written out like my gray Pride mug. Don't think I didn't notice that. That made me so happy. And texture. Like this beautiful texture. The Fall Out Boy song title is great. 5-coder derogatory, love it. Swedish fish in your high helps you stay on the ground? What? Pepper, I've heard, when you're high helps that. Not that I've ever been stoned out of my mind sitting on a couch eating pepper from a bowl with a Canadian. Trying to fucking come down. But it does happen. Tie between 5-coder derogatory go-go give us nothing. Yes, there was a suggestion from Jess. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yes. Jess is always posting pictures of mushroom books that they're reading. And I'm just like, I don't know, like, I just get so full of joy that I just feel like everybody in our community is so interesting, so smart, so funny. You know, like there are communities where people don't have any hobbies, or they're just like watching whatever's on TV, and like everybody's got inner life, everybody does, and I don't really believe in people being actually stupid, but y'all are smart and fun and funny in the exact way I want people to be smart and fun and funny around me, and I know I brought it upon myself, and I couldn't be happier. This makes me so happy. It just, when I see somebody just having a niche interest and it's just like something. I love mushrooms. I love historical disasters. It just makes me I just light up. I just light up. All right, Shepherd Chan. Mommy really does need to do her nails. Although everybody probably wants to see the Bitcoin trader discords be like. If your niche interest is Bitcoin, that doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. Shepherd, tell them. Shepherd hates Bitcoin the most out of everybody. Shepherd lost a lot of money in Bitcoin, and then she sold all the Bitcoin, and then found out that the Bitcoin like came back in a big way, and she's been bitter ever since. You know, and I'm just like, Shepherd, I understand. I wish you still had your Bitcoin too, but some things in life, yeah, Shepcoin. If you guys make a meme coin out of my cat, banned. Banned for life. Unless it's a physical coin of my cat. You can go make physical Shep coins. You're allowed to do that. I allow it. Okay, you have to head out for coworkers tea time. I love a tea time. Let's have a kiki. Oh my god, freaking Lacquerdactyl. Okay, honey baby. Lacquerdactyl sent me a video of this guy who did let's have a kiki, but let's have a conclave. And he was dressed as a cardinal. And oh my god, not only was it hilarious and like such a fucking bop, because of course it's Scissor Sisters, but also real educational. He's like, a conclave is a party for picking the next pope. And I'm like, dude. Deck'll tag you to Red Polish. I'm like, wah, it's American. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I ordered from Wider Studios. I ordered shoes from Wider Studios for my priest outfit. I need to take a picture of it, but my priest outfit is a collared shirt dress with embroidered snakes and flowers. It's black, and it has like billowy short sleeves, very cute. It's from Midnight Hour. So it's that, and then my priest collar under that, and then I'm gonna wear fishnets, and then I was gonna wear these T-strap Mary Janes that were supposed to be really, really comfy. They were supposed to be really, really comfy, and they were supposed to be special, wide, all this stuff. The Pank is Glisten and Glow. It's one of my faves. Glisten and Glow Laid Back. Beautiful cool toned pink. Beautiful cool toned pink. But it's right, it's almost like a neutral pink. It's like not too cool toned. It's still like very, very shocking. Yes, it's a movie tonight. It's Moon. It's Moon starring Sam Rockwell. Starring Sam Rockwell. Come watch Moon with us. Moon is one of my absolute favorite sci-fi movies of all time. Sam Rockwell is such a delight. It's so interesting. I reference it all the time, actually. And it's a good one to reference because there's a trope in it. There's a trope in it that, like, I don't know if Moon was the first one to do. Dang, your husband is busy. You're always busy on Fridays. That sucks. I hate it when things just don't match up. But yeah, so like, there's a trope in it that I've seen in some other things, and I really like that trope. So I hope that everybody who can come watch Moon comes watch Moon. If you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord if you're 18 plus and queer friendly. We watch a lot of movies, and we have a really great time, and there's even bingo, because freaking Dippy Aggie made it. He is absolutely delightful. Movie for movie night that you've seen before. Holy crap. Yeah, the moon slips away. I don't know what that means. It's a sincere movie, Dippy. It's so good. It is so fucking good. So good. And we're gonna be watching Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Is Luna here? I don't remember saying hi to Luna. And usually if I don't say hi to Luna, Luna is like Shepherd and just comes up and is like, meow, meow. I love it, don't worry. No, I did say hi to Luna. Luna said my music was too loud. Yeah. Sam Rockwell on a moon base? Alone? Oh. Hello, Luna. Hello. I'm like, now I'm Shepherd. Where's Luna? Do you hear her? Every once in a while, Husbando and I will like scream at each other. Or not scream at each, we'll like, sometimes we're like, wah, wah, wah. We'll like do that to each other. And 2 times so far, Shepherd has been between us during that. And she looks so freaked out. It's so funny. Yeah, you. Look how poopy this freaking nail polish is coming off. Oh my god, it's so stainy. It's so stainy. I'm also running out of my, oh, gross. I love by Danny Viana tortoiseshell, but it's also like a deeply gross polish. You'd like to get Sam Rockwell on the moon base alone? Me too. Me freaking too. Yeah. I kind of wish I paired it. We are pairing it with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because I love Sam Rockwell's performance in that. We're doing Sam Rockwell month. May often ends up being a month for celebrating an actor like Ewan McGregor. Was, I think last year was Ewan McGregor. And this year it's Sam Rockwell. But we're gonna watch Hitchhiker's Guide. I think that it's right. It was amazing. I think that it is, wait, what did Ali say? Moon 13 to the moon. I don't get it. Anyway, point is, I don't know. We're gonna watch that, but the first time I saw Moon, my husband showed it to me. And it was one of the reasons I was like so certain, like, my husband has really good taste in movies. We don't always like the same movies because like, sometimes he likes stuff that like it's just a topic I'm not interested in. Usually I like the movies he likes, and then sometimes he doesn't like the horror that I like, and also sometimes doesn't like the comedies that I like. But like, he has great taste in movies. Great taste in movies, and usually there's something weird about it. He points it out first. And we watched Moon because he thought I'd like it, and we watched Primer because he thought I'd like it. And so those movies are like forever entwined for me. in they're forever like together. And Primer is another sci-fi. They're both low budget sci-fi movies, very earnest sci-fi movies, and very interesting, funny, and cool sci-fi movies. And Primer is all about engineers who make a time machine. And my father-in-law is an engineer, electrical engineer. These guys are also electrical engineers. And so like it hits really close to home for my husband because of that. And nowadays, you know, I watched it when we were first dating, but nowadays I totally get it because like that's just my life now too. Oh, it's the most recent season of MST3K. I wasn't able to get into the most recent season of MST3K, unfortunately, and like this might make me sound like a total bitch, but just like remember that I am. No, just it's good to like things. I like when people like things, but that's like from a very specific area of nerd culture, like not MST3K itself, just the remake, where like I just have never really enjoyed it. I don't know why. For some reason, things that like Felicia Day is involved in, and I have nothing against her. I hardly know anything about her, so like, you know, this is not at all an admonition of her. Just like not into it. And so I tried watching it, and like I was just like, I'm not into this. But I will watch regular MST3K until they pull the fucking like until they unplug my life support. Like I started watching that when I was a little kid, probably when I was like in 6th grade, and I have been obsessed. My favorite combo of hosts is Dr. Forrester and Mike. That's my favorite. And then after that, it's honestly a tie between Joel and Dr. Forrester and Mike and Pearl. I think that Pearl's pretty, like, that character and all that stuff is pretty annoying. And also, I just, like, really like it. It's very nostalgic for me. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Everybody stay safe out there in this very scary world. It may be extremely terrifying, but we're all in it together. We're all in it. We're all in this together. You like both the new one and the old one, or you like both, like, Dr. Forrester and Pearl? Which both do you like? By the way, my favorite MST3K of all time, old and new. Okay. Yeah, I tried. And, you know, I might try again. I got through, I think, the first movie they did, and the second one, I think the movie I actually really didn't like. So yeah, like, but it unfortunately, like, because of my pre-existing, dislike of, like, that kind of, you know, the Joko Cruise crowd kind of thing. And the thing is, everyone I know who's into that stuff, I really like them. No, they did Mac and Me? Okay, I might go back and watch the Mac and Me one. No, it was the dinosaur one. I cannot describe what movies that they do on the MST3K, old and new. Sometimes I just like, yeah, do your mani with me. I love it when you guys do your nails with me. I love it. Yeah, baby, honey, I'm gonna move this week. I'm gonna move your cat tree to this side again. Her cat tree used to be over here so she could sit next to me, but she never did. And I think nowadays she would. Yeah. Well, that's because you're a loser. No. I hope you do go on the Joko Cruise. I think it's really cool. Like, I think it's really cool that it's a thing. And I'm sure there's people who are like, I just, like, don't understand why people watch Fanatic your stream. I mean, there's probably, like, 2 of them because, like, nobody knows I exist. But, like, I am usually surprised by the fact that actually, like, a lot of, like, nail artists actually know that I exist. Like, a lot of, like, nail figures online that I wouldn't know I exist do. But yeah, there's probably some people who are like, Stephanie is so annoying. Why would somebody watch her? And I'm like, you know, that's what I think to myself all the time. And you're you know, your opinion's valid. Your opinion's totally valid. And if you don't want to watch me, you shouldn't. And that's my opinion on that kind of stuff. Oh, I think I know the Mac and Me you're talking about. Of course, you shared that Joko song cover in the Discord the other day. Oh my god, you did. Okay, I haven't watched it yet, but I want to watch it. And I actually like Jonathan Coulton. Don't actually get me wrong. I love Skull Crusher Mountain. I love the song from Portal. I need to listen to your song. Because I loved it, because I loved the idea of it, and then I immediately walked away and did something else. Sorry, I'm bad like that, but I will watch it. Came for the polish, shape for the chaos. Thank you. What happened to I'm cringe and I'm free? I am cringe, I am free, and you're allowed to be cringe and free. It's not mutually exclusive. God, for 70, it's just Brahms, DBT all the time. Who even watches that? That's so valid, though. I'm cringe and I'm free, and everybody else is free to like my cringe or not. I luckily have started to really be okay. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. All right, enjoy. Enjoy your work and lurk. These nails are so fucking stained. Do you see this? Do you see this shit, my liege? They're so fucking stained. In general, I say don't buff your nails, but sometimes I just do. Thank you. I love you too. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at my grandpa's garden. I'm like, I'll show it to you too, because you're probably curious too how the stuff is working. The stuff. I wanna leave him. Hello, Artisan Phoenix. Thank you. But something makes me stay. It's the stuff. Have y'all seen Reefer Madness? I rewatched it on 420, and I gotta say, it like didn't age perfectly, but it was very funny. And Kristen Bell is in it, and Alan Cumming. And Alan Cumming. And my friend was like, she thought that like frickin' Frozen was Kristen Bell's first musical. And I was like, absolutely not. She at one time played Glinda on Broadway before I think she was in any movie. Maybe she had been in Veronica Mars. That's not a movie, it's a TV show, but it's really funny in what's her name, in Kelly's video about polish thinner. Kelly Marissa. It's a million-year-old video. She's very old. She is over 1 million years old. But yeah, it's a million-year-old video, and she is like, then you shake it for literally ever. When she was like rehydrating a fully dried out polish. And so now every time I add polish thinner, I'm always like, then you shake it for literally ever. Oh yeah. No, they made a musical in the 2000s. And it was, I think produced or written, whatever. Neve Campbell's brother, very involved in it. He's so talented. He's so adorable. He's so funny in it. And Kristen Bell is in it. She's super cute. Anna Gasteyer, who has played Elphaba on Broadway. She's in it. She is so good. She sings a song called The Stuff. The thing is that it's very edgy. Neve Campbell's brother, Naomi. Yes, him. Yeah, the original definitely aged poorly. And what I'll say about this one is that it is very, in my opinion, it's not as like poop driven, but it's really South Parky kind of humor. And it was from a time when South Park was kind of at its peak. You know, it was like, and the thing about South Park, mostly, at least at the time, and this movie, is that there were some jokes that made me uncomfortable. And at this, your mom's poop driven. Your mom's poop driven. I was poop driven last week. I know I'm going to talk about it now, but oh my god. Everybody, the tummy was having a bad time. I think it was my Zepbound. Edgelordism. Yeah, the thing about the original Reefer Madness was a propaganda piece about the dangers of marijuana, and it lied about it. It lied about it, funded in part by William Randolph Hearst, who was funded in part by the paper companies of America, who did not want this new, easier, cheaper way of making paper, which was hemp, to become popular, so they started vilifying marijuana. And in it, they were racist, they were classist, all of this stuff. So these things are presented in joke form in the movie. So it's not exactly, it is edgelordism, but also it's like for a purpose. And also I do think at times I wish they had like lowered it, you know? Making fun of the racism, actually. Yeah, Christian Campbell's Neve Campbell's brother. Oh my god, I don't know the movie Trick, but I should check it out. She has a small part in Reefer Madness. She's so cute. She plays the person who's working at the, like the soda, the like, what's it called? The soda fountain? Basically, like, her brother, or Jimmy is the name of the character, like, goes to the soda fountain to hang out with his girlfriend, Mary Lane, who's played by Kristen Bell, and, like, this, like, hot, sexy older gentleman named Jack. I think his name is Jack. He also plays Jack Torrance in the mini-series for The Shining that sucked so hard. But he's very good in this. He like gets in there and does this like sexy dance with Neve Campbell, and it's very good, and I'm almost certain that it is actually both of them dancing. Because one thing, it's not like so perfect that I'm like, these have to be like career dancers. I think they both have a background in musical theater, / I think he like is just a musical theater actor. So they both were good dancers, but it wasn't like it cuts away and it's like a really long shot and they're like ballet fucking dancers, you know? But like really good. And so he like dances with her, and like he's like, do you want me to teach you how to like swing dance to like woo your girlfriend? Come to my house. And then they like trick him into having a reefer stick, and then he's hooked forever. The Trick or Be Your Vibe, very mid-queer comedy with Tori Spelling. Oh, Steven Weber of Wings fame. Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, we're going in with Glisten and Glow, Laid Back. We are an hour and 30 minutes into stream, and I'm doing my nails now. But yeah, and then it's all couched. The whole show is framed. It's a movie within a movie, because Alan Cumming is a guy going to somebody's like, he's going to like a PTA meeting, basically, to tell the parents about like the dangers of weed. But his character is also really like McCarthyist, really anti-communist, because that was also the vibe at the time. And so whenever somebody would like be like, oh, well, that can't be more addictive than heroin. That stuff's really bad. You know, it ruined my brother's life. He's like, oh, what's your last name? You know, and he's like, it's Kowalski. And he's like, oh, is that Russian? He's like, it's Polish. You know, like, so shit like that. Like, it's all couched in there. And there's like a really good line at the end where Alan Cumming, who also plays people in the movie, there's one part where he's dressed as a centaur, and like Neve Campbell's brother is sandwiched between him and this other sexy lady, and I'm like, I am going to jizz in my pants. Like, I am going to literally jizz in my pants. And every single line he delivers, every single line that Alan Cumming delivers, I cannot be more delighted. He could sneeze, and I'm just like, oh, I got to, Jadoob. He presumably narrates it. I got to. But yeah, so like, he's so funny. Literally, it's raining outside, and this first thing that he says is like, "Great for you all to come out, given the weather," and I'm like, comedy gold, comedy gold. The way he said the weather, comedy gold. He can do no wrong. But yeah, so point is, it's really good. It's just that, like, you know, and whenever they have a part that's like racist, like there's one part that's very racist against Asian people, and they like show the camera like showing the person who is Asian in this audience in the movie, in the first layer of the movie, being like afraid, like being like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that, basically. And they're showing basically this process of like alienating people from each other, so people double down on being like anti the thing that everybody's against, so they're not seen as being like a communist or being evil, you know, things like that. And so it's like very serious and also presented in a really funny way, but the very serious, those things can be so uncomfortable to watch, and I don't know if they would have done them today. And there's a line that Alan Cumming gives at the end where he says, "When dangers near, exploit their fear," and I like would love to have a picture of him as that character with that like on a shirt, because like we were watching it and we were like, oh my god, this is like honestly so timely. Honestly so timely. But yeah. Also, the guy who plays the Crypt Keeper is in it, and he's so good. He's so funny. And there's a scene where Kristen Bell plays a dominatrix, and I also jizzed in my pants. Maybe twice during that. I want to get a, either commission or find someone who does it. I want to get a picture, like a painting or a piece of digital art to put on my wall of her in that outfit. Maybe her in that outfit, like standing on the guy who plays the Crypt Keeper, because it's like her and him in that scene. Like it's good. So yeah, definitely, like, if you're gonna watch it, I've never watched it in the Discord because I've been like, I don't know how I feel about like playing this movie, but it is edgy, but it is very timely. And the big thing I had a problem with, besides the racism, was there's a lot of like rape jokes in it, and that's not cool. Like, but it's also a commentary on the movie, because a lot of the movie was like your child's gonna become like a sex crazed lunatic because of, you know, the weed. Like, so it is all satire. And the thing is that if you fail at being satire, you are just making the thing, and I don't think that's what happened here. They in no way were trying to use shock humor and shock value, but I personally think they did it well. Personally, I think it was good. But really not for everybody, not something to play with a mixed crowd. You want to like watch it with a crowd you can discuss it with. Guys, girls, non-binary, royalty. This is fucking sick. Oh my god. And yeah, by the way, you're either a man, a woman, or royalty. These are just the facts. You know, you can't hide from the truth. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just having a moment with this polish. I've wanted glam polishes for years, and then I just never bought them. Because, like, it takes a lot for me to actually order from a brand, but now they are, like, going in PPU. So, look at this absolute beauty. Yes, non-binary royalty. Look at this. Let me focus it. And the shimmer really adds something. I don't know if you can really see the shimmer. Excuse me. There are a few people I care about more than Alan Cumming. Absolutely. The shimmer really adds, though. It really adds. Time to pick up your daughter. Okay, drive safe. Talk to you later. Thank you. Glam was your BEC for a long time. BEC, but they had a big sale and you got some, and now I think they're lovely. What does BEC mean? Thank you. Hi, Deviant Nails. Thank you so much. I'm in love. I'm in love. By the way, y'all, I was thinking the other day, and I thought it might be a fun thing to discuss on stream. Bitch eating crackers. She's just sitting there eating fucker. Look at that bitch eating crackers. I have that in a stamp. I'm sure a lot of us do, because it was from TSS collabs memes. I love that. I did not drink my energy drink. Okay, y'all. I've never bought a Funko Pop in my life. Hello, my love. Oh my god. Gidge, are you here? Gidge, are you still here? One sec. Is Gidge here? Can we get Gidge here? Gidge, are you still here? Let me find Gidge. What? Hold on. You can't feed me yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that so angrily. I just don't know how to send a message. You know how it is. Once that one, no, yeah, you could Jacob horse me, I suppose. Oh, I see. Come back. Paging Gidge. Paging Dr. Gidge. Is the shrimp in the room with? Is the shrimp in the room with us right now? Yeah, it is. Gidge. Come back. There's shrimp. I'm texting Gidge right now. Gidge! I can smell it. I'm Pavlovian dogging right now. Gidge, come back. Should I call Gidge? Should I start a voice call? To get Gidge back? Gidge! Yes! Okay. Woo! I got the shrimp! Alright, it has been released to my enclosure. And now I get to eat it. Here, you can hand it to me. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I love you. I love you too. Alright, everybody. We got these little shrimp steam buns that my keeper has left in my enclosure for me. The keeper got the message. Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. They're from Trader Joe's. I forget, do you guys have Trader Joe's in Canada? I don't think you do. Trader Joe's, I think he gave me ponzu sauce. Mmm. love Trader Joe's, and they have this reputation of being really expensive, but they're actually not. They're just not. I'll tell you why. There's a channel called Snake Discovery that I haven't seen them stream in years. And they usually do not discover. Oh my god, thank you. And you usually don't discover snakes on there. There's usually a big old, it's a zoo. And there's a big old crocodile and a big old tank named Empress Rex. And she has a shrimp redeem. And so I copied exactly what they say about her shrimp redeem. And I used it for me. And then Colette has a different, she has a different redeem that is 69,420 points, and I thought that was so funny. So like we combined the two so that at 69,420 points you can feed me a shrimp. You have the doctor appointment and you're calling for Gitch. It's because like hours ago, or hour and 47 minutes ago, it reminded me that it was shrimp redeem, and I was like, shit, I forgot. Husbando, everybody, big cheer for Husbando. Husbando hates seafood. He doesn't even like handling it. I did get these specifically so that he would be able to handle it well. but big shout out to Husbando. Fiesta wear. Husbando's the best. If he can do it, he will. Sometimes he doesn't get messages for a while, and also he works. But I like that about him, because he's not terminally online, like the rest of us bitches. That was so fucking good. I'm really having one of those, your mom lets you have 2 hot dogs kind of times. Yeah, he's so brave. We like don't even buy seafood cat food. And I'm the one who usually feeds the cats. But like, just in case, we just don't buy seafood cat food, because I'm just like, we need, you know, you don't want to let your loved ones suffer for no reason. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Husbando. Thank you, Gidge. Thank you, Gidge. The reason for the season is Gidge. Thank you so much for your continued support and love and just racking up them points. If you would like to feed me a shrimp, get up to 69,420 points, and then post it in the Discord or tell me on stream, but Discord's better. Because I do need to work it out with my keeper. I don't always have shrimp on hands. I usually have some, but yeah, I work it out with my keeper. He comes and feeds me shrimp. Thank you. Also, yeah, no train on the way, but there did get stuck by one. You did get stuck by one on the way home, but luckily it was commuter, not a freight. Oh, okay, so you did mean get stuck by a train. You did mean that. You weren't just misspelling it. You meant get stuck. That's really funny. That is really funny. All right. Thank you, Gidge. Thank you, Husbando. Thank you, everybody, for coming to my shrimp talk. My shrimp's name is Ted. I did not need to do this on all fingers. Also, I'm so fucking sad. I'm going to take this off immediately. I'm going to take a picture of it first, though. I'm going to take a picture of it first. All right. All right. But yeah, so, this is why you really go to Trader Joe's on the other side of the tracks. I can't wait, by the way, to get this fucking haircut. I'm growing it out. I'm going to like get it cut probably like June 1st or something. maybe a little bit earlier than that, but I'm growing out my undercut because I want to be able to cosplay Bromsey and Henry Collins really seamlessly. And I think that both of those characters are really good for just like leaving my undercut and just like styling the rest of the hair. But also like I just keep like cutting my undercut like too far over, and then I have to like spend a bunch of time growing it out. So like I just want to see what it's like to have short-ish hair. I mean, it's gonna be short, but short hair and not have an undercut, like a short boy-ish cut. They're not short boy cuts, they're not like crew cuts, but like I just want to see how I like that on its own. If I don't like it, I can go right back to this haircut. But this, oh my god, because like I was growing this part out to like put back into my hair like for a long time, and so my top part is like longer than my bottom part here, and it is the worst fucking thing. I hate it. But luckily I'm always so beautiful, and so I can just rock it. Just a pain to get stuck because the freight trains are so fucking long. Why is it so exhausting to go out? I agree. Okay, I'm taking a quick pic. Let's make sure this is as cool toned as it can be. There we go. Now let me get there's a little dealy do in my cuticle. Is it my cuticle? Is it this dumbass cuticle that I hate? Are you the dumbass cuticle I hate? Why, yeah, I am the dumbass cuticle you hate. Why do you ask? It's because I fucking hate you. Please die. Please be removed. Okay. All right. I've nipped the cuticle enough. By the way, I have a new trick. I don't know if y'all do this ever, but sometimes my cuticles are really dry and I go to take a picture, and oil can make your fingers look really oily if you apply it and then immediately take a picture. I also I need to like do a little dab. Make this part of the polish stick down. Maybe add a little more top coat. Let's see. Love Canadian Polish Group. They talk about doing a group buy for Cuticula so I could get the mic drop base coat. Yeah. I love Cuticula. Cuticula is one of those brands. One of those brands. You heard it here first. It's one of those brands that, like, if I like something they've made, I'm gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy it. You know, I'm just like, okay, unless it's like so close to something I already have, I'm just gonna buy it. Anyway, what I was saying though is if your cuticles are a little bit too dry, you can just lick your finger a little bit and rub it on your cuticle, and it'll look not dry for long enough for you to take a picture. Doesn't work for like severely ravaged cuticles, but it does work for cuticles a little dry. You know, it's a little dry. They do PVB. What is PVB? It has PVB in it, if that bothers you. Okay. Polyvinyl bacetate. Oh my god, I was close! I was close! Oh my god, that's so funny. I had no idea I was gonna be at all close. I thought I was just shit talking. That was really funny. I was just shit talking. We use PVA glue, which is polyvinyl acetate, which I believe is pretty much just Elmer's glue. But that was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Like, no. Really? Really? All right, I'm going to swatch Grandpa's Poison on these nails. And then I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm gonna put on the Rogue Lacquer one, You're Invited. And then I'm probably gonna re-put Grandpa's Poison on my other hand. It's just that these nails on my other hand are like super busted right now. This fucking fan, I should just turn it off. I don't really need it anymore. I had just taken a shower when we started, and so like if I have water on me, my entire body just wants to be water. So like it just like I just sweat and it's awful. And my hair was also wet, and I actually kind of blow dry my entire body with just like a fan. Like I just sit in my bed and I let it dry me, and then I get up and I go like, I do like 80s hair 80s hair bouncing. My good bottle of dry and prep. It was in my little bin over here with my shrimpies. All right. Oh, so about Bonder bases, I don't know. Gidge asked earlier. I don't know who makes one, but I do know that there's that one stamping polish brand that makes a super sticky polishes. I think they have a base. You might want to check out Hit the Bottle. They might have a base. But I do think they don't all work, but most base coats will work. You just have to use them fast enough. Not so fast that they fuck up the stuff beneath your where you're stamping, but like you do have to work quicker than you necessarily would have to with like Maniology or Orly. But people say you have to work faster with Orly too. Oh, excellent, but they're US based. Yeah, exactly. We're not buying Orly now. We're not. Okay, but I want to ask, so everybody. Everything is fucking US based, but don't worry, it won't be for long. Soon we just won't have any small companies. It'll be fine. Because you know why? We soon won't have any people living here either. Oh my God, fuck our lives, huh? Sucks to be us. Cleona is Canada. They don't think I have a base coat. Yeah. Honestly, Gidge, I have an idea. Perhaps try going to the drugstore and like seeing what some of their cheap bases are like. You know? Maybe you'll find something that's like, because I think like honestly most base coats work. I've never used a base coat that didn't work for stamping, but there are ones that work better. Yeah, Earth Girl. There are some areas of California that are really cheap to live in, or relatively cheap to live in. You know how it is. But yeah, like if you felt like moving out here, I feel very cradled in California's embrace out here. I feel very positive about what they can offer me. But also I fucking hate our governor. Like he, but I would love it if you came out here and just partied with me and Brenna. That'd be sick. That'd be fucking tight. I want a hair clip so bad. I need to keep more hair clips just like over here. I need more hair clips. Because this hair was made for clipping, and that's just what it'll do. I just need like something to hold down this like fucking mess here. But the more I talk about it, the more it brings attention to it. But then also I'm like, what if people think I think it looks good and they hate me? And I'm like, yeah, Stephanie, that's valid. No. Coming over to Bakersfield. If I could, I'd move out to a different country. Yeah. Yeah, your government is governor is actually good. Your governor is like really hanging in there. Becoming the 11th province. I would love to become the 11th province. Y'all can can we all have a nice fun little schadenfreude moment? That the guy who was running for Prime Minister of Canada was like so into Trump, being like, yeah, Trump, I like him and his ideas and I'm gonna be like him. And then Trump was like, we're gonna make Canada the 51st state, and I don't care if you want that or not because we want it, and so perhaps we will like invade or some shit. And where do you, as somebody in another country who like has been supportive of this other person in this other country who is now threatening to take over your country, just can't come back from that. It's just, you just can't come back from that. I hope someone comes and takes us over. Honestly, I feel so much safer with like pretty much any country that is opposed to the US being in charge of my life than this one. Honestly, TBQH. I feel like Pritzker would be okay with it. Wait, we'll be okay with which one thing? Western Washington keeps hoping for Wexit or succeeding in becoming Cascadia. That'd be so funny. California is one of the biggest economies in the world. If anybody can Cal-exit, it's us. And honestly, like, oh, with you joining Canada, yeah. Honestly, one of my biggest issues with like, not one of my biggest issues, well, yeah, one of my biggest issues. The thing is, obviously, like, China also sucks. I'll say it. We've all been saying it forever. China also sucks. This whole thing was very stupidly planned, stupidly done, but I'm not totally against certain sanctions on China, even if it does kind of like make things inconvenient for us. But like, where was I going with this? This is very bad. And also, I don't want to pay the tariffs because I don't want that government having my money. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing with the tariff money? That's what I would like to know. And if anybody knows for sure if there has been a plan produced as to like what they're gonna do with that money coming in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anyone except Russia and North Korea. Yeah. Honestly, Holly, like, China is it's a no for me, dog, but like less than North Korea and Russia, actually. But like, this is just like less than, not like, yeah, I want that. I would just like to be taken over by Canada. You know how we have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? They have, what was it? It's, they have a better one. Peace, prosperity, and good government. Cat Madison time! Yes! Supposedly the tariffs are supposed to replace the income tax. Well, good fucking luck with that. Good luck with that. And if like if the tariffs are supposed to be a like bargaining tool as he's claiming they are. By the way, this is Grandpa's poison, which for my grandpa was hard liquor. My grandpa didn't have an accent like that, but he did enjoy his alcohol. One of my favorite grandpa quotes, "You better watch out for me tonight, kids, because I am drunk." I don't think my grandpa was an alcoholic, and if he was a very functioning and happy-go-lucky one. I think he just drank a lot at parties. I don't think when we went out to like dinner and stuff, he had to like have a drink. My grandpa. My beautiful Gramps. And me. He still got my little grandpa picture. He loved his little goth granddaughter. And I loved my normal ass grandpa. Don't take me away. Exactly. What do people get from PPU today? I will show you once I catch up with chat. I have no clue where Barney is. Has gone somewhere to sleep when you left. Your premier keeps talking about Alberta seceding, and the local indigenous chief sent a letter saying you can't. You're on treaty lands, and I'm dying. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. What was I gonna bring up? Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up what I bought. In shopping and sales. There it is. I got BCB lockers. May the forest be with you. I got Bluebird because I got hibiscus. Cause I got hibiscus. Doesn't really work. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. Dreamland lacquer. Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. Such a pretty thermal and also such a fucking funny story. Paid to polish, feeling froggy. I don't have anything like this, and I've wanted one for a long time, and I kept not getting it. Just like kind of like a green flaky, and so I finally got it. And a top coat from Glisten and Glow. Just a top coat. Got Pinnacle and Painted. Last year, Remedy Games Control Alan Wake was hiring for your job, and they're in Finland. You want so bad to live there. They put their far right in power too. That sucks. Finland? That shouldn't be allowed. I mean, none of it should be allowed. Like, obviously, though, not that Winston Churchill was a good guy. He's better than some guys, but also a total bastard in many ways. But he once said, oh, a thing that I'm bad at remembering how it exactly goes. Churchill... Oh, democracy is the worst. Yes. He said democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others. Is what he said. And I often think that. I often just have to say that, because, you know, it's like... people be wanting to overthrow the government and put in their own dictator. And I'm like, nah. Nah, bro. This is 3 coats of Grandpa's Poison. It's gorgeous. I don't love the flakies in this one, unfortunately. I do still think it's gorgeous, but I don't love the flakies. Don't count out the Nordic countries when it comes to racism. Yeah, you're so right. You're absolutely right. It's very sad. Like, it's easy to not have a huge racism problem that people can quote you on when, like, there's so little racial diversity. I feel like Japan also, like, falls into that. Like, it's like people in Japan are less racist. They also consider themselves to be a single like race country. So it's like, no, they're not. Like, everybody can, it can happen anywhere. It can happen to anybody. Anybody can be horrible. Everyone's a little bit racist, and any group of people can become a lot a bit racist. I'm gonna put a top coat on this. I wanted to show it to you before I did. Scandinavians also fought against COVID precautions for a while. That sucks. But the saunas, yeah, I know. The saunas and the metal. We always say that it's so cold in those countries that they need Satan to keep them warm. Priest is from Sweden. Which, by the way, I bought a giant priest patch to put on my walker. And it was very cool because I bought this patch and I bought it from the Airghoul store. And Airghoul is Mercury's dad, the lead singer's dad. And it's also a stage name, obviously. And another guy in the band. And I got a message from Airghoul. It's like, hello, daddy. I called him the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Occasionally. When I was working on their minis, I called them the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But anyway, I got a message from Daddy Airghoul being like, we sold out of those patches on tour last time we were in the States. So like, we don't have any of those left. And I forgot to take them out off the shop. But I have like sourced one locally and I'll send it when it's done. It's just gonna take a little longer. And I was like, oh my God, fucking king. So yeah, I did get the patch. And I didn't get charged tariffs. It just came to my house and there was no tariffs charged. So I don't know. I'm curious because I ordered these shoes. I ordered these shoes from Whiter Studios and they're $150 and then like they were taking a long time to get here and I was like, I haven't gotten any updates on my shoes. Where are they? And it turns out they're being shipped from China. I had no beliefs that these shoes were not manufactured in China. Almost everything is, or Hong Kong or Taiwan or something like that. But like, I didn't realize they were going to be coming directly from there. And these shoes are $150. So like, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Like, that's one of those things is that like, if I believed in like the government of this country and if the money that I paid extra for these shoes was going to go towards things that I believed in and like universal health care and like, you know, better schools and all this shit, like I would be like, wow, that really sucks. But like, yeah, I guess I could have found an American manufacturer. Like, you know, it is what it is. You gotta put money back in the country. But like, I don't, this is bullshit. I don't want them to have my money. Anyway, this polish is beautiful. So, oh God, obviously so much nicer with top coat on. If you were thinking of wearing Grandpa's Poison with no top coat, first off, no. Bad, no. Secondly, is so much more beautiful. Wow. I also don't dislike the flakies anymore. Oh, and of course with the flash. Of course. Fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. All right. All right. I keep wanting to ask this question of the audience. I don't even know how many people are here right now. We've gotten a bit slow. I don't blame y'all if we've gotten a bit slow. It's a bit of a, just a bit of a slow. I was late and whatever, and I didn't post as many places as I usually do because I didn't have the time to. But anyway, I've never bought myself a a Funko Pop in my life. I've only ever gotten Funko Pops bought for me, and I only have 3. And one of them's a full size, one of them's a mini, and one of them is a keychain. So I was wondering, extra super hard question. I was gonna put this in the Discord, but I decided to ask it now. I might put it in Discord later if nobody guesses. Can you guess what 3 Funko Pops I have? And I gotta tell you, it's not easy. Because what you gotta understand about Funko Pops is I wouldn't buy them for myself. So anyone who did buy them for me, perhaps none of them are things I don't like. They're all things I like a lot. But they're not exactly what I would have bought myself. I'm almost out. I'm almost fucking out of this. And I think its little thing goes like straight down. I'm gonna have to just like refill this with regular acetone. All right, so anybody have any guess as to what my Funko Pops are? So probably not any of the Funko original non-branded kind, no. You'll never be able to guess, but you're gonna pretend to try. Okay. No, they're not. That'd be cool though. That would be cool. Yeah, I think as soon as I saw Funko Pops, I was just like, I mean, they're fine. They're fine. I'm just not a big vinyl figures person. You have no idea, but you own 2 that you purchased yourself, Choco Cat and Pusheen. Those are cute. I would actually prefer those, even though I'm not really into Choco Cat or Pusheen, just because, like, I don't have a lot of things of those, but I do like them. Like, I like Sanrio. And I like Pusheen. One of those anime characters you like, of which you're woefully ignorant. Okay, Jadoob, I'll give you that. One of them is one of those anime characters I like. So that narrows it down a lot. One of them is one of those anime characters I like. And it's an anime I know I've talked about. But it is not an anime I have gushed. No, that's wrong. I've gushed about it, but like, it's guessable, but not easy to guess. Someone from Dragon Age. Any specific characters would be a complete guess. No, but I do have a thing to talk to you guys about. If Vero and Canon Frauder aren't here, because I have sent them a video for them to watch, which is really funny. No, I will give you a hint because these are so hard. One is an anime, another 2 are computer games, and actually the same computer game. I have played this computer game on stream. I don't think a single one of you in this audience were following me at the time. Oh God, Earth Girl, I would love that. Like, I mean, I don't love Funko Pops, but if I had one, I would love to have that one. No. Way too easy. Way too easy. These are not things that you were like, this is part of Stephanie's personality. They are not represented. Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I would like that one would be so fucking off the wall that I would like enjoy it. No, not Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Great guess though. I can't believe how much that fucking polish stained my nails. I did wear that combo for like a week. All right, now we're going in with the Rogue. It's 220, y'all. I don't know if any actual nail art's gonna happen, but that's okay. First time you visit the Funko store up here, you realize immediately I had to find my niche or while I could cry. I also wish that I could have Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Not as a Funko Pop. I want a usable one. I want one that would tell me cute little cat puns, and she would cuddle with my cats, and she'd cuddle with me, and I could watch her and husbando cuddle and be like, Computer games? Yep, a computer game. The anime, I am willing to guess a few of you have actually seen. It is an anime that does like transcend. But it doesn't transcend that much. You don't think you've played Stardew on stream, so you have no idea. I have played Stardew on stream, but it's not Stardew. Okay, you have the Oxen Funko Pop from Oregon Trail. Does that exist? That would also be sick. No, sadly it isn't that one. It's just so funny because like I have two of them on a bookshelf and I don't know where the third one is. But like it's just like I was looking at them today and I was just like so funny that I have these. And the only reason that I keep them out is because like, well, like two of them are on my anime or my manga shelves. The other one, I honestly don't know where it is. And I think I only like keep them out in case like the person who gave them to me comes over and so they can like see them. And because I don't hate them. But also I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand. You know, people like things, they like to collect things. Like, it's not that I don't understand that, but I guess for me, like, I don't know. It just seems like a useless piece of plastic. But like, that's just me. I'm just being judgmental. Oh my God! Earth Girl, you're so close. Earth Girl, that's the thing. Is if I had Diva from Overwatch, that would make a lot of sense. Because I fucking love Diva. And Hubs played Diva a lot. Yeah, you're almost there. You're almost there. You lied because you had the Funko Nightmare for Xmas Advent Calendar and the Funko Nightmare for Xmas Neon Halloween Calendar. Neon Halloween. You have May from Overwatch because that's your girl. I love, yeah. I low-key cosplayed as May for the Science March right after Trump won the first time. And I have it downstairs. I still have it. I wore, I don't know where the shirt is right now, but I should find it and wear it. I had a shirt that has May on it and it says, "Our world is worth fighting for." And then I had a sign that said, "I'm ready to start a blizzard." I still have the sign. It's downstairs. Yeah. So that would also make sense. It is not May from Overwatch. You are so close. And yes, one time I drunkenly streamed Overwatch. I was so drunk. I got so fucking drunk. I'm considering getting into Marvel Rivals, but I just downloaded and started playing Oblivion Remastered. And I just don't need another thing to do. I am, however, fucking in love with Vicente the vampire. He's not much of a looker, but I love him. He's my Oni-chan. Whenever I come back with the quest completed, I'm like, Oni-chan, Oni-chan. I did the quest. But yeah, 2 of the Funko Pops are from Overwatch. 2 are from Overwatch. I did used to be a massive Overwatch fan. And they started the Overwatch League, and it was it only ever was played in Burbank. All of the different teams, they were supposed to, when they thought that they could pull this off, they were supposed to like do it like regular sports teams and have like all the different, you know, all the different like cities would have their own like stadium or whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, like, first the popularity of Overwatch and the Overwatch League kind of like dipped. And then they had their whole Blizzard reckoning. So, like, sadly. Sadly, Overwatch League kind of died, but we went and saw it. We were there the first ever Overwatch League, official Overwatch League match. We were there. I was there, Gandalf, as I often say. We were there for it. And we made signs and we bought merch. I was a big fan at first of the Dallas Fuel, because they initially had been this other team that I really loved, and they were like the only real professional Overwatch team. And one of their players was really, really funny. He died, actually. He died. I think his name was Internet Hulk. If you know something bad about him, I don't care. He's dead. And he's a pro gamer, so there's probably a lot of bad things about him, but I thought he was really funny, because they would just like kick the other team's ass, and then he would just emote while they were waiting for them to respawn, and I thought it was really funny. So yeah, first there was them, and then I became a Shanghai Dragons fan because they sucked really hard. They were like, they had the only woman in Overwatch League, and I was a fan of her, and she wasn't the reason they sucked, but they I think they had a perfect, I think the first season they had like a perfect loss score. They didn't win a single match. Oh, Winston and Mercy, no. Good guesses, but no. I really like both Winston and Mercy, so those would also have been, you know, more appropriate. My main was Lucio. For most of the time I played Overwatch, my main was Lucio. It is not Lucio. Also played a mean Zenyatta. Also played a pretty good Zarya. Was a Zarya main for a while because I was, I had a team on competitive. And we had our healers. So I played Zarya a lot. This is so chonky. So chonky. Moira and Widowmaker. You will guess all the heroes. You got one. Widowmaker. My mini is Widowmaker. I have never successfully ever played Widowmaker and done anything. Yeah, it was Widow. We got one more from there, and we have an anime character. An anime character who I love from an anime that I love. But if I were to buy a mini or a Funko Pop from this anime, I wouldn't have bought this one. Not McCree. I like McCree a lot. My other hand is so jacked up. so jacked up. I probably am not gonna do nail art today. I'm so sorry. But I think we had a really good time just chatting, honestly. And I think Grandpa's Garden is mostly, it's still a little thick in there. Hello, Jadoob. What is your thing? I mean, you've been here. I just love saying hello, Jadoob, you know? I gotta put top coat on this and that's gonna look real good. I do have to say, who is it that hates the texture of flakies? I get it right now. Right now I get it. Kadachi, I love you. Hello. We had some deep thoughts. Yeah, we did. A lot of times the chat gets really quiet when I do deep thoughts, and usually I'll check and like everyone's still here. It's just like they're like, deep. They're like, wow, Steph, you're so deep. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's the brain. Zarya would be a great one, but Wrecking Ball, no. I'm like in a different timeline. I probably would have gotten Wrecking Ball. My mom fucking loves hamsters. I think hamsters are cute, but I am turned off by the thought of any caged animal. Because I just don't think caged animals get much from the life they have. And I ain't trying to shame anybody, but a lot of people don't treat their caged animals very well, and then that's their whole damn life. So it makes me really sad. It makes me really sad, so it's hard for me to just be happy about Wrecking Ball. Although he is not caged. He is not caged. He is out there living his best life. Hanzo! No. Although I was watching, there's this music video for this song that I love that's inspired by, it's Dark Souls, but it's set in Japan. I forgot what it's called. But the character is dressed like Hanzo, very similar to Hanzo, and is like using a bow like Hanzo most of the time. And so I started calling it Dark Hanzo. Dark Hanzos. I miss old Overwatch 2 as well, rather. I miss it so much. My favorite game, Dark Hanzos. Or Dark Souls Hanzo. No, get dumber. Get dumber with it. What would be the suckiest Overwatch character to have a Funko Pop of? Which one would you send back? Yeah, I wish Overwatch, I wish they didn't make Overwatch 2, although like I don't know anything about Overwatch 2. Maybe it's fine, but I was already out of Overwatch when they made Overwatch 2. Is it Bob Overwatch? I see there's a character named Bob Overwatch. Yeah, there is a character named Bob. And he is a robot he's somebody's ult. Right? His name is Bob. What's her name? That one cowboy chick. She has a robot named Bob that is her ult, and he's just like a big turret. But in a large, bulky, sexy robot body. Soldier Dad, Soldier 76. I actually was for a time a Soldier 76 main. No, I love Soldier Dad. That would have made perfect, that would have been fine. I would have been happy to be repping Soldier 76. Ash and Bob, yeah. So yeah, there is a Bob Overwatch. Yeah. No, I love Soldier 76. I love Junkrat's not the worst. I wouldn't send Junkrat back. And Junkrat, and it's also not Roadhog. I honestly find Roadhog so sexy in so many ways. Like, visually, he's not my favorite, but the way that he, like, fucking talks and, like, the way he treats Junkrat, and I love that if Junkrat kills a Roadhog, he'll say, now we'll see who's really on top. And it's like, ah, they're gay. Yes, get a fridge from your salad. You asked Roadhog next. You love, like, if there's something problematic stuff in his design. Yeah, I can see that. I can believe that. I don't really know anything about it, but I believe you. I just really like a big and a small. And I really like a large, in fantasy, a large mean man, large bad man, and a large good man. I like a large man. He had 2 Roadhog voice lines that I would play back to back. Eat this piece of cake. That's incredible, actually. Like, literally, think about who's the worst one. Who's the one that you're just like, this sucks. I hate it. A memeably bad character, you might say. A character that certain billionaires might have bronze with. It's Torbjorn. My keychain one is Torbjorn. Now, to be fair, I think my mom gave me an Overwatch blind bag. I think it was from an Overwatch blind bag. So to be fair, I don't think anybody chose to get me Torbjorn. And I'm like, it's Torbjorn. Everybody's favorite. We all love Torbjorn. All right, now any guesses for who the anime character is? Many people in the world have seen this anime. It is not new. And it's also not very old. It's not Bob Anime. Unfortunately, that only works once. Okay, I love Madoka Magica. That would have been, I actually have art of Madoka Magica, of Madoka and her girlfriend. Why can't I think of her name? Husbando needs to pop his head in right now and just say her name. I have art of Madoka and her friend, like, downstairs in my dining room. Appa, no. You know Goku, no. I've never been into Dragon Ball Z. I have been into this anime. Homura, thank you. Thank you, yeah. We have fan art of Madoka and Homura downstairs. So yeah, no, we're very into Madoka Magica. So Madoka Magica is time-wise and my level of interest very close. I'm more into Madoka Magica, but that's mostly because it just has some motifs and themes that, like, Hubs and I really love. So, like, we're into it. Naruto, never watched it. Wasn't Salad, you totally Google Funko anime characters. Yeah, that list is gonna be huge. There's, like, Funko Pops for so many damn things that there don't even need to be Funko Pops for. Not that there needs to be a Funko Pop for anything, but I know that people like it. And there's things that I like. I have 2 Bromsheelshire masks. Those also don't need to exist. And yet, here I am. Yeah, never. It is not. I will lower. It is not a shonen. It's not a shonen anime. We don't watch the shonen in this house. I mean, we do watch some shonen, but it's usually shonen that like is it's usually shonen that's like shonen for lack of a better name or because it ran in Shonen Jump. Usually. I've watched some My Hero Academia and then eventually I realized it wasn't for me. I was there for Persona Funko Pops and you look, there totally are, yep. I was actually just thinking, I wonder if there's a Bromsheelshire. I would consider. I don't think there is though, because I think I saw somebody's like not handmade, but like, you know, you can design your own. I think I saw somebody's design your own for Bromsy. Very popular anime. Very popular anime, not amongst children. It's not inappropriate for children, but it is not an anime made for kids. It is not shonen. It's probably not shoujo either. It is either seinen or josei, almost certainly. Probably josei, but I don't know. I feel like you should, son. I feel like you should, but I'll drop it when oh no, it's a cat hair. No. It can be so hard though to know where like where those things land, where the shonen, shoujo. Inuyasha, nope, not as old as Inuyasha. I believe it's the same decade as Madoka Magica. I am unsure what decade Madoka Magica came out in and what decade this one came out in, but I think they were both the 2010s. I believe this came out after Hubs and I got together. And Madoka Magica came out, I think, like, around the time we got together. Because his friend visited, and they watched Madoka Magica, like, around the time we got together. No. I think I watched Fire Force. Is it just a movie or a show? If it was just a movie, I watched it. I watched the first season of My Hero Academia, and that's all. I mean, I liked it, but it was too hard to find to watch. Exclamation points do not suggest that I feel this is an educated guess. You're fine, you're fine. I also feel like Fire Force, if I'm thinking of the right anime. I also think that Fire Force, oh, by the way, this is this polish with top coat on it. I feel like I need one more coat on it, or maybe a backing. I don't think it's 3 coats of this polish. I don't think it's as good as Poison Apple, unfortunately. I think it's a very cute color combo, but I'm just not feeling it to the same extent. I'm just not feeling it to the same extent as Poison Apple. Unfortunately. Wish I was. All right. Battle of the Planets. That was a 70s anime. All right. Maybe I should give y'all some clues. Some guy from Kill la Kill. Never watched Kill la Kill. Okay. Clue. There is no fighting in this anime. At least none of the physical kind. Except for maybe somebody punches somebody once. No fighting in this anime. It is not an action anime. It's not Cells at Work, but that would be fun. I've never finished Cells at Work, but that would be cool. No. That's kind of closer, but also just like not the same genre. No Punch Man. You mean One Punch Man? That'd be really funny, a No Punch Man where they just never fight. Nothing ever happens. That one was pretty cute. It was fun. I only watched a few episodes, and I think it's just because like it didn't really appeal to Hubs. And you know, limited time on this earth, I tend to watch things that I either tend to watch things that I'm like super excited to watch, or something that like Hubs also wants to watch, you know. Yeah, nope. So yeah, came out I believe in the 2010s. If not the 2010s, I think it came out later. Not certain, but I think. I have watched this anime through at least 4 times, including one time that was a marathon in a movie theater. I have told that story before. I also have shown this anime to my mom and my sister, and they both liked it. And my sister not only does not like anime, she has like biases against it. And they both liked it. And you know what the different types are? Shonen is for little boys, shoujo is for little girls. So like My Hero Academia is pretty classic shonen. And then Sailor Moon's pretty classic shoujo. Seinen is for men, and Josei is for women. Or in High School Host Club. Extremely good guess, Earth Girl. Extremely good guess. It is not from Orin High School Host Club. But I was embarrassingly obsessed with Fred and George in high school from Harry Potter. So I definitely saw echoes of that in the twins from that show, and it was noted, you know. Extremely good guess. Extremely good guess. Yeah, I think overall Hubs likes shonen less than I do. Actually. All right. This finger split again, this nail rather split again, but I kind of have faith that I'm gonna be able to figure out a solution to this nail always splitting one way or another. All right, I will give a clue. You are on the right track with homoeroticism. This is a Japanese anime. It is not a Korean manhwa. There is no fighting. There is homoeroticism. And it's very popular. Very, very popular. Can't believe I didn't actually do nail art today. Oh well. Just one of those days, man. I did get a shrimp feeding, though. I did get a shrimp feeding, and that was very good. And I do hope a lot of you join us for Moon tonight, because it's going to be really fun. Fun, interesting, tragic. You Google, but just a bunch of stuff you said is not. Did you Google homoerotic animes? Because we've only talked about one homoerotic anime. And when you see the title, you might be like, ah, that one, clearly. If there's an homoerotic anime that you'd be like, oh, that one, clearly, then it's that one. It's that one. And it's not Jinja Romantica. Because that show, I have not finished more than like 10 minutes of that show. Homoerotic anime Funko figures is what I Googled. I don't think that Funko Pop is going to like tag that Funko Pop as homoerotic. I shouldn't be doing my nails with this polish like right next to a fan. This is already drying out. I'm gonna just put a little bit of thinner in there. And I'll probably put a little bit more thinner into Grandpa's garden. Just so hopefully it does move a little bit now. Hopefully next time we pick it up, it will actually work. All right. All right. I'm gonna give you another clue, but you do have to kind of know about anime for this. Its name does not make you think it's homoerotic in the way that it is homoerotic. It is homoerotic for boys. The name implies it's homoerotic for girls. But it has many meanings, so, you know. It's fast. I mean, if there's more people in the audience right now, they probably would have guessed it already, but this is very funny to me. There's a chance that I'll be like, it's this, and everyone's like, I've never even heard of that. I've never even heard of it. But it is really, you know, it's famous enough that I went to a movie theater and I watched the whole thing. You've Googled homoerotic anime and I'm on the website gay friendly looking at their list. Yes, I know it's the wrong genre, but it would be so funny. You guys have Pikachu Funko Pop this whole time. That would have been really fucking funny. That would have been really fucking funny. Like, no, this really is a Pikachu. It is literally Pikachu. I think Pikachu is pretty homoerotic. There is... Okay, son, do you want to elaborate on the name that you recognize? Perhaps the one that you might say, oh, that one. Yes, it's Yuri on Ice. It's that one. Yeah, it's Yuri on Ice. It's one of the only really, like, popular homoerotic anime that's out. You know, like, there's a lot of manga. There's a lot even more manhwa. And there's, like, a few, but there's, like, only a few, like, there's just a 30 on this website. But, like, compared to the amount of anime there's not a ton. And there is, like, Yuri on Ice is more explicitly homoerotic than a lot of them, although it still has a lot to go. Anyway. No, it's not Victor. That's the one I would have wanted. That's the one I would have wanted, you see. Not that I would have wanted one. No, it's not Yuri. Not spelled that way. Have you seen Yuri on Ice, son? Like, I'm not trying to be like calling you out. I'm just like, it's the other Yuri. There's one Yuri with Y-U-R-I and one Yuri with Y-U-U-R-I. And it is U-U-R-I. Hello, Luna! I'm so glad you ate. We were talking in DBT about the please skill, which I cannot tell you off the top of my head what the actual acronym means, but it literally is just like feeding yourself and like sleeping and bathing. And treating your illnesses if you can. Because being hangry and sleep deprived is a real cause of real issues. That's the extent of the anime. Not that you don't want to see, just never run around to it. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. You know me. I see one thing a year and I obsess about it the entire year. You know? You love the name of this one, Yakurin Bitch Club. That one, I believe, is a yaoi. That's, I believe, a full-blown yaoi. By which I mean, it is porn. And I think I watched the beginning of it. Okay, thank you, Luda. Yeah, fair enough. It was just so funny to me. I'm like, I bet nobody could guess what Funko Pops I have. I have 3, and I don't think anybody, and I was right. Like, pretty much. You love the concept of Death Note? This sounds like what you want to watch. I've never gotten around to watching Death Note. It looks cool. It looks good. I remember when I was in high school, I thought that the demon character was really scary looking. And so that's cool. All right, these are them. The Powlishes. The Grandpa's Poison is really lumpy on this hand. It wasn't so lumpy on the other hand. It looked perfect on the other hand. It might be because I went in really fast with Glitter Grabber and with Top Coat. That's probably the reason, actually. Your 2 Funko Pops also a gift are May and May from Overwatch and Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's nice. Those are better. Those would have worked better for me. Thank you. Thank you. This one flattened down perfectly. I'm excited to take this off and show y'all how to actually take off polishes like these without peel off base coat. You have it. Do you have the other one, son? Do you have Poison Apple? Because I don't think this is as good as Poison Apple. And you know, I think part of it is just that my skin tone is more different. And so the patchy areas you can see more of. But yeah, no worries. I really love Poison Apple. This one, next time I wear it, I think because it is so opaque and it's not like a jelly that I want to see through, I think I'm gonna put a blue base on it and then just do 2 coats because around the edges especially, it's just a little too sheer, and I wish it was not so sheer around the edges because it's not like a really nice sheer. It's still very pretty, and you know, oftentimes when I'm sitting like under this light, I'm not like, oh, it's so gorgeous, you know? And then when I like walk around, I'm like, oh, actually, still stuck by your rogue. I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to discourage you. I want you to be happy about it. I want you to love it. You think color combo is less appealing than Poison Apple 2, which is such a stunner and so different. Yeah, like I really love this color combo. But I do gotta say that Poison Apple, it really is a stunner. It's just in your face. We've got, you know, opposing colors. We've got red and green, which are contrasting colors. And like, that's really cool. Like, I think that works really well. This is blue and purple, and these are next to each other on the color wheel. So it's really not as, and I'm glad you pointed that out because I hadn't really thought of it that way. I think that's one of the reasons this really isn't a complete stunner, you know? I think if they had done blue and orange, it would have been a Miami Dolphins vibe for sure. But it would have been, it wouldn't necessarily been my favorite, but it also would have been like equal part stunner. You know, it would have been like, oh shit, look at that. You not Poison Apple, you love the color combo. I think the color combo is wonderful, absolutely. It reminds me of a jazz cup, and I love that about it. I just, yeah, for me, it's like there's Poison Apple, and that is, this is, you know, Poison Apple's less pretty sister. This is a match with your keyboard and computer. This match is way more than what I have. I hardly ever wear green. I actually did just buy a green shirt, but I hardly ever wear green or own green things. I do like red, but like, yeah. You love me some flakies all the time. I understand. I'm trying to enlarge my flaky collection, to embiggen it. Added to your invite into 3 coats formula's a little tricky, and you had to finesse it a bit. Yeah, same Holly. I think that if I had been doing this like on my own, I might have finessed it even more. And I might have even done a 4th coat, and I might have taken longer between the coats, and that might have helped. So I don't want to discourage. I mean, it's already been, if you own this, you've got it, you know? Like, you can buy it off a D-Stash, and maybe they'll re-release it. But like, you know, if you own it and love it, I'm glad. I will probably wear this again. I will probably wear this like adjacent to a jazz cup mani, and I should have thought about that today, because one of the reasons I didn't rush into nail art was that I didn't have an idea. I was gonna probably just do something like I did last week over this one, where I did that mid-century modern mani, which I adored all week. I was so happy with that mani all fucking week. I was so into it, and I showed so many people that mani, and like, they loved it. And Biggin, that popped in my mind immediately before you said it. Yes, and Biggin it. Poison Apple's a holiday polish for you, which is fine but limiting. Yeah, absolutely. Color wheel opposites are so eye-catching. Exactly. Yeah, you know, it's definitely not for everybody, and this, I think, is absolutely more of a crowd pleaser. I think a lot more people are going to want this, like would in a all things being equal, would probably prefer this one, because it's, you know, it's a popular nail polish color, beautiful nail, like this is a beautiful polish. Like we say at bingo, every polish at bingo is extremely beautiful, except for occasionally when there's one that's like not, you know? Oftentimes they're pruglies, but sometimes you're just like, actually, this is bad. But 9 times out of 10, maybe even 99 times out of 100, it is a beautiful polish that if I had seen 15 years ago, I would have not even believed fucking existed. But I've got so much polish, you know? But I don't have a lot of blue flakies because I'm not a big fan of blue. And I'm actually becoming a much bigger fan of blue, and it's so funny. The thing that's really made me such a bigger fan of blue, honestly, it has to be my TikTok water. My favorite TikTok water. I don't have a blue straw in it now, but I love it when I have a blue straw in my blue TikTok water. And I love it when this is so silly. I love it when I'm in my DBT group meeting and I just like pick up my water and I drink it out of my blue straw, because against like the purple background and everything, it just looks so vibrant. And there's something about, weirdly enough, a medium blue that can look so vibrant, so much more vibrant than other colors. We were watching the Great British Bake Off, and Prue was wearing these blue glasses, and nothing else she was wearing was blue. But she was wearing these medium blue glasses, and they popped like nothing fucking else. Like, they looked like somebody had photoshopped them on her face. And I love it when things in real life look fake. I love it when it's just like a trick of the eye or something and they just look like fake. So like, yeah, I do like that. Blues are growing on me, which is great because, you know, I already have all the other colors I want. Never looked at Rogue's site before, so I looked up on their screen. That was a bad idea. I could have told you that. Oh my goodness. This is lovely though. It looks lovely in the camera, at least. It looks lovely on my skin tone. In person, I think my skin tone just looks like I've removed a lot of nail polish. You know what I mean? You're gonna get sucked into the vortex. The vortex, son. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked. Oh my god. Let me show y'all though. Real quickly before we go. Vero, you're not here, right? Vero, Cannon Frauder, you're not here, right? Legally, you have to tell me if you're here. Don't turn on anything. Don't. So, last night or yesterday, Drawfee released a video and it was drawing. So Drawfee does drawing challenges where they have like a prompt and then they all draw, and sometimes it can get really wild. And so they did horse names, and I freaking love a good racehorse name. They're so funny. They're just like crazy. Hi, Fruit Bat. Fruit Bat messaged me and was like, "You've got to watch Drawfee." And I'm like, okay, first off, I watch it every week. How dare you? No. First off, I was like, I watch it every week. And secondly, I was like, yeah, I saw it's horse names and I love horse names. So like, I'm so excited. And he was like, no, like, that's only half of it. That it's true. Sometimes I do take a couple of days. You're so right. And I didn't watch this until like midnight. So like, technically I didn't watch it till the next day. You're so right. But anyway, they were doing art of these horse names, and one of them was Citizen Bull, and the person who was drawing was a Dragon Age fan. And as soon as those two things happened, I was like, oh, is this? Oh. And they had all drawn horses. And I was like, is this? And then I saw the face shape. And I was like, oh my god, it is. Oh my god. I know, like, because they're like, it looks like you're drawing a human face. And I'm like, I've drawn that face a million times. I've looked at that face so much. I know exactly what face shape that is. And anyway, they drew Citizen Iron Bull, the horse rooster monstrosity. This is one of the most fucked up, whacked out things that Julia Drawfee has ever drawn. Julia is probably nowadays my favorite drawfer. Although I love them all so much, it's very hard for me to like choose a fave. Relate them. Oh no, maybe I relate most with Julia and Karina. If they had a baby, it'd be me. You were just drawing and just listening to the episode, so Julia was like, I got the prompt. I was like, it would be really funny. And you looked up and it was true. Yeah, exactly. Because I knew that you had said I have to watch it and it wasn't just the horse names. And then I saw her make this shape. I was like, she didn't have the cheekbone yet, but I was like, that's the shape you make. That's the shape you make when you draw the Iron Bull. That's the shape you make when you draw the Iron fucking Bull. And I'm like, no. And it was so amazing because first off, one of my favorite artists in the world, drawing one of my favorite characters. Secondly, Julia is just, her brain is on another fucking level. Like, she is so fucking out there sometimes. And so I was watching, and to have Julia create one of her most unhinged creations and have it be my man, what a blessing. And like, I wasn't even like, oh, this is so cool. The best part was, oftentimes they'll be making a monstrosity and I'll be like, oh, this is so funny and cool. And I was like, oh, this is so funny. But it was so viscerally awful. It was so viscerally terrible. He voted. He's wearing his I voted sticker. That's his ballot. He's Citizen Bull, and apparently also loves Pepsi, because the background is very Pepsi. But yeah, right? His little shirt. And he's wearing a bolo tie. I think the bolo tie happened because she just accidentally like deleted. She accidentally erased his like tie, or just did it partially, and then like moved on to something else, because like everybody in Julia's family has ADHD, and she doesn't say that she has ADHD. And I don't mean to diagnose someone, but I'm going to. I feel like she might. The way I feel this way from the watching her. I'm like, okay. So Julia, if you're watching, I'm sorry I did that, but also I just had to say it, I guess. I just have to see myself in the people I love. But the point is that like she like erased part of the tie and then like moved on, and they're like, oh, it's a bolo tie, and she just like left it there. And I think that if Iron Bull wore a collared shirt, which he would, because he talks about how shirts have to have buttons for him to wear because it's horns. If he wore a button-up shirt, I think he'd wear a bolo tie. Like, I think it actually fits totally. But then she started drawing this, and then I was like, where's the horse butt gonna go? And then it was like, first I was like, is he gonna have a long neck with the Iron Bull head? Because that's horrible. And then I was like, is he not gonna have a long neck? But he doesn't have any shoulders. But, and it just kept happening. And I was just like, oh my God, this is bad. Long torso. Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, this is horrible. But also, it's a train wreck. You can't look away. And I was just like, I can't believe Julia Drawfee, who does draw handsome men very well, is drawing my man. Until I lost it in a hospital for 10 years almost, wore a necklace, like the necklace that he gives you if you give him if you romance him. I've been wearing that for years. I actually just bought a new one, but it's not the same. And it's like really big and really heavy, and it hit me in the face. And I almost chipped my tooth. So I'm not wearing it all the time. I've changed necklaces. But yeah, it was fantastic. You're right. How fantastically unhinged. It was incredible. Like 10 out of 10, no notes. Like it was the greatest gift Drawfee could have ever given me. The only other thing that Drawfee can do for me now, not the only other thing, but like a comparable thing they could do for me now, is have a long conversation about Brahms. And if I am a good girl and God loves me so much, maybe someday I will be internet famous enough to go on Drawfee and they will make fun of me of my love of Brahms. Okay, that's all I want. I want to go on Drawfee and give them prompts, give them like prompts about 70s movies or something, and have them make fun of me about Brahms. That's all I want from this life that I don't already have. That would make me complete. That would make me, that's the reason. The reason that I want to become internet famous is for that, and also so that I don't know, I can breathe the same air as Jenny Nicholson someday. I probably have breathed the same air as Jenny Nicholson on the cast shuttle and didn't know it was her because she wasn't famous yet. But I would like to breathe it again directly from her mouth. Only not really, because I would be kind of I think if I saw her somewhere, she has mentioned that it's creepy to know that somebody saw her somewhere, and like if they talk to her about it later, she's like, why didn't you just say something? So I think if I saw her, I would be like, oh my God, hi, I'm a huge fan, and just like have that be that, just like, oh hello, I'm a huge fan, thanks, bye, you know, love your stuff, thank you. That's what I wanted to do with Priest. Do you remember that? Remember when I was just gonna give them their minis? And I was gonna be like, hi, I love you, goodbye. That was literally, I set out of my house being like, okay, Stephanie, okay, you can do this. You're gonna go. You're gonna like say, hi, I'm a big fan, I love your music, I made these for you, and if they have time, you'll open it and show them to them. And I even rigged it so that it would open really fast and they could see it really fast. And then you're gonna walk away, and you're never gonna speak to them again. And you're gonna walk away, and you're never gonna speak to them again. And it's not gonna be weird at all. You're just gonna be a fan. And then they were like, work with me. And I was like, I weirdly feel like Karina would be down for proms. Absolutely. I also found out, I heard in either a stream or in a episode, that she was getting on the sub, or she was leaving the subway and saw somebody going in who was wearing a Drawfee shirt, and she turned around intending to tap them on the shoulder, but then they like went through the turnstile and she like couldn't do it. If I was walking around in a Drawfee shirt and someone tapped me on the shoulder and I turned around and it was fucking Karina, I would probably start crying in a good and bad way. I would probably literally die. And that would be the day that I didn't shower. That would be the day that I was like, you know, I like, so I can't ever get a Drawfee sweatshirt. I will not get a Drawfee sweatshirt ever, because I will be stinky that day. The day that I go out with a sweatshirt on is the day that I know I'm a little too stinky to go out, and I didn't wash my hair. And then she would like tap me on the shoulder and I would be like, love the show. And you especially, please make love to me. But don't, because I need a shower. Karina sells through cons like that a lot because people expect her to be short, that she has goblin energy, but she's taller than you. Yeah, I think she's about my height. I also thought that she was tiny, and I do have to say, took the bloom off the rose a bit. But you know, I love you know, everybody. Women of all heights are beautiful. You get compliments on your Drawfee shirts out in the wild sometimes, just from other fans. That's lovely. I saw somebody at Priest wearing a sweatshirt for the Adventure Zone, which I actually didn't notice. At first until he turned around and it was too far away. But he was wearing a Deep Blue Ink shirt. And I was like, oh, is that Deep Blue Ink? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm a big fan of Drawfee, so that's where I know that from. You know, I'm not like a big fan of Deep Blue Ink. So like, not that I'm not a fan. I just like, I don't go out of my way to watch it. And the best part was, he was in front of me in line to go like talk to Mercury after the show. And he like, we were in a situation where there was like a line wrapping around, and then it wrapped around again. And on the other side was Mercury, and from the line, you couldn't see Mercury. So he was ahead of me. He wrapped around the line. And when he came back out, he was walking the other way, and he was just mumbling to himself, oh my God, he's so sexy. Oh my God, he's so sexy. Oh my God, he's so sexy. And I was just like, incredible. 10 out of 10. No notes. Beautiful moment. You get compliments on your draw. Oh yeah, you have to send me some of my favorite Deep Blue Ink clips. Please do. I think Deep Blue Ink also does My Brother and Me. Maybe also the Adventure Zone. Brie, thank you for the resub. Thank you. I was literally just about to fuck off, but thank you for the resub, because it is getting late. I did start late, but it is getting late. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. How are you doing? How you doing? Your nails the other day, your nails are always, you know that I always think your nails are so fucking perfect and amazing. But those nails you did on your natural nails the other day were so sick. They were exactly, I love the gradient with the stamp over it. Oh, so good. I will fuck off now. I will fuck off. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today, as we just like had a chill one, such an angry one, such a weird one, such a whatever one. Everybody, please love trans people or else. Hi and bye, Wendy. Please join me 5 p.m. PST for Moon. join me for Moon tonight in the Discord. Even if you haven't gone before, you can go now. You can start now. And, you know, even if you don't know us well, as long as you're 18 plus, queer friendly, not an asshole, just introduce yourself. Be like, hello, I'm here for the movie. You don't got to chat. You can just hang out. But sometimes I do show a whole dick in there. Sometimes there is nudity that I post. So, yeah, just beware that, you know, I'm a fucking weirdo and, you get it. All right. Yes, I will see you at the movie. I will see as many of you as I can at the movie, and I will see you all next Friday. No movie night next Friday. A whole. Sometimes I do post the whole as well. And yeah, I love you. Bye.